Why? Arsenal have absolutely messed up the transfer window. You were doing all right. You were doing well. You were saving money to get the best players available. And now what do? Nani goddamn Madueke for 50 million plus add-ons included. This deal does not make no goddamn sense unless those add-ons are 10 million. Unless the add-ons are 10 million and they're like goal bonuses, Champions League bonuses, Premier League winning bonuses. That's the only goddamn way this makes sense. And if they think Alanga is the benchmark, they're joking. They have to be joking. Arsenal have a good relationship with Chelsea. What the hell? Listen carefully. What the hell do Chelsea have on the owners? What the hell do Chelsea's owners have on the Cronkies? What the hell do Chelsea's board have on our board members? What do they have on us? Why? Why? Get me Eze. Get me Rodrigo. Those are the guys that are going to make a difference.
Especially the way the ball player.
What are you doing?
Me? Just hanging around.
What are you doing?
Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN. You know what I mean? Big up and welcome to the Arsenal Flip-Flop Show. Do you know what I'm saying? Where's my Chanel? The Arsenal Flip-Flop Show. Tamzaki, porra. Tamzaki. Big North in la casa. You know what I'm saying? DJ Nortinho. Tamzaki. Big up to everyone that's locked in. And we're gonna get into some people that some fans that were big defenders of this manager. Arteta winners. Love this manager. Love the process. Love the project. You have to talk about context and processes, and you have to look at the context of the landscape that we're in. And you can't beat Man City. You can't beat Liverpool. Look at the money that they spent. All these people have been making excuses for this project. And now you can see the flipping and the flopping. I bet you any money if we get second again, they'll go back to the Arteta in. Trust Arteta, Super Mick Arteta. In Super Mick Arteta, we trust. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Tamzaki, bro. Big up to everyone that is locked in. Yeah, I'm saying. And it's going to be a Maggie-free show. And we're going to get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Yeah, I mean, exhibit number one. Let's get into exhibit number one. Now, this woman, she's been a big time supporter of Super Mick Arteta. Big time supporter. You know what I mean? Even been disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to see how much she's trusting the process these days. We're going to go into how much she's trusted the process. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into this. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone that's... you know what I mean? Not to forget, look at where he's taken us from. Exactly. Let's see how much she's trusting the process. You know what I mean? Let's see how much she's trusting the process. Let's go. Miss Flip-Flop exhibit number one. Let's go.
Has gotten Arsenal to a place where we feel like we deserve trophies. Here's the thing. Sometimes you stay long enough to see yourself become a villain. And that's kind of what's happening with Arteta right now. He's a good coach and probably one of the biggest reasons why Arsenal are back at the top table. But is he holding Arsenal back now?
Really? What happened to where he's taken us from? What happened to there's no other manager out there in world football that's better than Super Mick Arteta? I thought Super Mick Arteta is going to be the disciple of Pep. He's going to be the next Pep. Now we're talking about this is as far as he can take us. Huh? It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. All these people that had attitude towards me, Lee, all of us that's been calling it out, all of a sudden they sound like us now. You're sounding very negative. You're sounding very judgmental. You're sounding like you don't trust the manager. And it kind of looks like you're reading something. Have you got a prompter there or something? I don't know. What's going on? Huh? You're not trusting your manager no more? No? Free DMs? No, we're not trusting it. Youth project, they're all going to become world-class together. You know what I mean? Your defense is in trouble. Nketiah in the room. No, nobody's singing Nketiah in the room no more. No? Well, we're not doing that no more. What about ESR? He was he's supposed to be part of the youth project, going to be world class altogether. What happened? Martinelli's going to be one of the most. He's going to be world class. He's going to be one of the world class. What's going on now? You man are sounding like us. We're supposed to be the negative ones, the judgmental ones, the impatient ones, the ones that don't deserve to be an Arsenal fan. Look at where Mikel Arteta has brought us from. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I am very petty. I am very petty because when someone disrespects me, yeah, I want my apology. You know what I'm saying? I want my apology. And you know what? When you bring the apology, I don't even want the apology. See what I'm saying? I don't want the apology. Just keep flipping and flopping, innit? Do you know what I mean? Big up to everyone that's locked in. I am extremely petty. And we're going to do the whole show, and I ain't even going to cuss anyone. I'm just going to ask them, why are they not trusting the process that they told us to trust? If you can't see what Mikel Arteta is doing, F off down the road. Are you effing off down the road? Huh? I don't know. I'm just saying. What about the context? Because context was something that this woman loved to use, context. Is there no context in the way that you're analysing what Arteta is doing? He stayed long enough to become the villain. I don't know. How is he the villain? I thought he was the saviour. I thought he was the saviour of Arsenal Football Club. I mean, we only finished 5th when he took over the club. He finished 5th. He saved us. Basically, that's practically, he saved us from relegation, no? Saved us, man. The guy absolutely saved us. £1 billion in, and he's absolutely saved us by finishing second 3 times in a row. I don't know why you're complaining. This is the manager that you like. This is the process that you wanted. I don't know why you're moaning, but let's continue.
Now, let's rewind. When Mikel Arteta arrived at Arsenal, the club needed open heart surgery. Pragmatic football was necessary because of the lack of quality in the squad, and fans
open heart surgery. We had Aubameyang that was getting golden boot with Harry Kane. Yeah, we had Saka coming through, performing. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though that team wasn't perfect, that team won trophies. How many trophies has this team won? How many trophies has this £1 billion squad, as soon as it's been reassembled, how many trophies have they won? Because ultimately it is about trophies, not league finish. It's about trophies. And even though that team wasn't good enough to win a major honor, is this one good enough? You could say in terms of money, yeah, cool. Is this manager now good enough to get us over the line? Is the manager good enough? Oh, we're questioning the manager now. Okay. But you man wanted to say, oh, Edu needed to go because Arteta needs his pieces. I thought Arteta he's the main figurehead of this process. He's the reason why we're trusting the process. No, we're not doing it no more. We're not doing it no more. No, we needed open heart surgery. We needed so much open heart surgery that this manager finished 8th, 5th. So did we not need open heart surgery when we finished 8th? It's mad, you know. It's mad how this guy saved us, but we can't win no trophies. We can't win no trophies, but that squad could win a trophy, at least. Can this squad win anything? Oh, okay. Open heart surgery. Let's rewind.
Accepted it because he was repairing a broken club, and he delivered an FA Cup. Fast forward to the 2022-2023 season, Arsenal were breathtaking. We took the game to teams. We scored in every single game state. And even though we didn't win the league, Arsenal looked like they were on the cusp of something special. But little did we know that 4-1 thrashing at the Etihad would change everything. At least it seemed like it did. I saw the early signs of this in the 2023 Community Shield. Arsenal lined up with Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Jurrien Timber instead of Zinchenko, Jesus, and Granit Xhaka. The result, we were solid, hard to break down, but we definitely lacked creativity. We nicked a Trossard deflected equalizer and won on penalties. And I think Arteta took that result as a proof of concept. Against top sides, try not to lose first and then steal the win at the end. That approach carried us into the season. Yes, we finally beat Manchester City at home, but the free-flowing dynamic Arsenal of 22-23, gone. Since then, the trade-off has been very, very clear. Defensive solidity over attacking fluidity. And in my opinion, that's been a bigger problem than refereeing decisions and injuries.
Okay. We're not going to use the referee excuse anymore. We actually learned now. We've learned. It's called accountability. It's called you're an employee of the club. And there's expectations because this is not a charity. Huh? Wow, who would have thought this? I didn't know this existed. Accountability? I never heard of accountability before. Oh, criticizing the manager? You can't criticize the manager, bro. I can't believe this. So Arteta's tactics, the tactical genius. Do you remember when AFTV and all these lot were applauding, oh, he's doing the Cruyff system? Are we not doing the Cruyff system? No, we're not doing the Cruyff system. The referees are not against us. Oh, that's not the biggest problem is Arteta's management and tactics. It's only like the negative side of this fan base has been calling this out. It's only like we have been calling this out. It's only like you was on a panel with me and I called this out. And you said, oh, you're hard to listen to. Oh, but you're listening now. Huh? You're listening now. Who's flipping and flopping now? Huh? This is what happens when you tell the truth. This is what happens when you don't allow yourself to, oh, I just want to chase after popularity. Just say the truth. Say the truth. I can't believe it. Let me VAR that again because I need to hear that again. It's music to my ears. You know what I'm saying? Music to my ears. Let's rewind that.
Dynamic Arsenal of 22-23, gone. Since then, the trade-off has been very, very clear. Defensive solidity over attacking fluidity. And in my opinion, that's been a bigger problem than refereeing decisions and injuries.
Wow. But it's unexpected injuries though. How can you account for the unexpected situations? You can't account for it. You know what I'm saying? You can't account for it. The referees are against us. We can't succeed. The referees hate Arsenal. There's a conspiracy. No more conspiracies. No, we're not going to use the fact that the Queen died as to why we can't win. No, we're not going to talk about it's raining. No, we're not going to talk about, oh, he needs his piece. I thought he needs his pieces. I thought we couldn't judge him because he needs his pieces. Now Arteta's to blame. Now the savior, now the hero's turned into the villain. Okay. The grass, everything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The ball as well. Exactly. How can I forget that, bro? We only play with Nike ball. We do not play with Puma balls. Do you know what I'm saying? The flight of the ball, the height of the ball. No, we're not doing that no more, no? Okay. We're going to do exactly what the other side of the fan base was criticized for. Seeing what we see on the pitch and criticizing the manager for not getting us over the line. Now we want to do the accountability thing. Now we want to do that. It's only taken 6 years. Yeah, I'm saying it's crazy. It's crazy. I thought I was crazy for saying these things. I thought I was crazy for criticizing the style of football. No, okay. Well, okay. Now Arteta is the worst thing. He's the biggest problem. Okay, no problem. We'll remember this. You know what I'm saying? But it was the most dominant display against Pep in 17 years. That's what I'm saying. Why are they complaining? Listen, I don't even need to get offensive. I don't need to swear at her. You know what I'm saying? She's been very disrespectful to me. Whatever, innit? All I'm saying is you look like a prat because you've been cussing people that have had this standpoint and had these opinions and shutting them down and context this, context that. And now look at you. I'm loving this. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. Revenge is sweet. Do you know what I'm saying? Revenge is sweet. Do you know what this looks like? When Rick Ross was exposed for being a correctional officer. Officer Ricky, ready off for backup. You're a fraud. You know what I'm saying? You dare to call me out. But this is what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? The North never forgets. I never forget. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Officer Ricky. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? You won't believe what Tia told me. You know what I'm saying? Your whole career is over, homie. Officer Jesse. I love this. The North remembers, bro. Shout out to Game of Thrones. Because on the internet, a lot of these people are very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Extremely disrespectful. So you know what? I ain't even gonna cuss. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna cuss. I just let you cook yourself with your own words. You know what I'm saying? What about the context? What about seeing football from a different lens? What about seeing where Mikel is his first job? What about the fact that, you know, Mikel's learned from the past? It's Mikel's evolution. What about that? No, we're not doing none of that? Okay, we're not doing that no more. Okay, let's continue.
Arsenal feel ponderous and predictable, obsessed with control and terrified of randomness. And when you look at elite sides like PSG, Barcelona, and Liverpool? Do they look dynamic and aggressive or ponderous and predictable? Arteta once said, we have
Hey, come on, man. We want to listen. What's going on with this? You know what I mean? What's going on? Arteta once said, I want to listen to what Arteta once said. What's going on? What is going on? Why is it buffering? What is going on?
Want to know how I write code that changes everything?
And we are live. Yeah, I was saying, what's going on? Right, we'll be back. We will be back. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're liking and subscribing. This is prime time. Prime time.
Kind of what's happening with Arteta.
Now, what did Arteta say?
Barcelona and Liverpool. Do they look dynamic and aggressive or ponderous and predictable? Arteta once said, we have to be dominant, aggressive, play in the opponent's half, attack them as much as possible. He's delivered on the structure and the culture and the territory, but dominance, passion, aggression, it's not there. Why? Because he's scared. Or at least that's what it feels like. Scarred by...
I can't believe it. Not Super Mick. Not Super Mick. He's a disciple of Pep. Do you know what I'm saying? How is he afraid? How is he afraid? Didn't Mikel say that we need to do this together? We need the fan base. We need the fans behind. What if the players hear this, Jess? What if the players hear this? How would they feel? This is negative. What if the players hear this? Crazy. Let's continue.
The thrashings of City and Liverpool at the beginning of his tenure. And now, instead of bravery, he chooses safety. But here's the issue. This isn't the 23-24 season anymore. Arsenal don't have Emile Smith-Rowe and Fabio Vieira as options to create more off of the bench. They have Eberechi Eze and Ethan Nwaneri, special players that can win the game with special moments. So why bench them? Why choose Marino twice in the biggest games of our season so far when Eze came off the bench and gave us exactly what the game needed? He created more chances in that second half for Arsenal against Manchester City than anybody else on the pitch. And you know what's the funniest part about it? I'm not even surprised because he's literally such quality. He's a starter in my eyes. I don't understand why he's not starting for Arsenal.
So you can't see what Mick's doing. He knows exactly what we need. Do you know what I'm saying? Gabby at the back. You know what I'm saying? Nearly in attack. We're on the way to Champions League. What's going on? Do you know what I'm saying? What about North London forever? I thought we got to be behind the boys, get behind the boys. You know what I'm saying? Mikel, he's got injuries this season. He's got injuries. He's still figuring out his pieces. Do you know what I mean? Like, it takes time. It takes time. This ain't FIFA. What's going on? Well, not believing anymore? No? Not believing? Not believing, no? Now it's no excuses. Now it's okay to criticize. Now all of a sudden, these men are run out of excuses. Twitter needs to be working overtime. I think these guys, there's not enough excuses on Twitter, bro. What's going on? It's crazy. Let's continue.
If you say you want to win, then play your best team. Start in the way you mean to go on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see Arne Slot or Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique starting off with weekend lineups, then waiting to bring in their big guns at the 70th minute in big games.
But we got super subs, Jess. That's what we've been told. We got super subs. You not believe in the super subs? Look at what the super subs did. Look at what Martinelli and Trossard off the bench did against Athletic Bilbao. We've got super subs. This is negative and toxic from you. We have got super subs on the bench. We've got Moreno that can play as a striker. We're playing defensive midfielders as a DM. We've got Calafiori that's got amazing hair. Amazing. It's like L'Oreal. It's like, is my secret tresemme. You know what I'm saying? You don't like that? No? You don't like his hair? Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand what the problem is. We've got Tresemme at the left back. You know what I'm saying? We've got Odegaard coming back as well. He's had a little trim. Maybe you might like that as well. Looking like the Norwegian Slim Shady. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you're upset. I don't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? This is very entitled. Very, very, very entitled from you. We have no God-given right to win a league title. We have no God... How long did it take Klopp? How long did it take Klopp? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Don't worry about it. Yeah. Remember, Liverpool are on a rebuild for many years. Yeah. They're not going to win anything for ages. So don't worry. We're next in line to dominate. That's what you man told me. What's going on now? It's getting crazy right now. It's getting real crazy with the top gooners right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we need Twitter to be working overtime. Like, we need to figure out an excuse. I don't know. Somebody call the supercomputer. Get the supercomputer down here. What's the predictions of the supercomputer? Yo, Twitter. Yo, can you scan Twitter real quick? Like, we need to find a flipping excuse. I don't know what's going on. What they saying on Twitter? Do you know what I'm saying? This can't be our fault. It can't be Super Mix's fault. There's got to be a conspiracy around it. I swear we get refereed differently. They just don't want us to win. These don't need to snap up an excuse, man. What's going on? What's going on? Let's continue.
Aggressive. These games are usually decided by individual moments of brilliance. Structure and defense keep you in the game, but moments win you the game. Arsene Wenger once said, if you are minimalist with risk-taking, you play with the handbrake on. Cautiousness comes with fear to lose. You have to win when you can win. Against City, it seemed like Arsenal only started to try to score when it seemed like losing was inevitable. But by then, it was already too late, and we pretty much capped ourselves at a draw. Arteta is still one of the most talented and smartest managers in the world.
We love him. We absolutely love him. We love the fact he's taking 15 million a year, fourth highest paid manager in world football, winning nothing. We absolutely love him. We love that Spanish stubble. And the way he dyes his hair, oh, fucking hell, Super Mick, we absolutely love you. We love you. You're one of our own. A player that won hardly a fuck all for this club, but it's amazing. Let's listen to your interviews on Sky Sports talking about the journey, guys. And my back, my neck, my crack. I injured my back, my neck, my crack at PSG, guys. I went to Barcelona and I said, I look at Xavi, I look at Iniesta, I say, I cannot do it, guys. I cannot do it. Can I play this level? I cannot do it. I broke my knee. I broke my foot. I broke the bunion. The bunion of my toe fell off my foot. I said, I cannot anymore, guys. I cannot continue, guys. But when Pep brought me to Man City, I said, I know. Que rico. Ay, papi, que rico, que rico, que rico. I'm with Pep again. Ay, papacito. I'm with my guy Pep. Ay, te amo mucho, papi. Te quiero. Mi papacito. Ay, mi amor. We love this. Love this guy for what? Love this guy for what, bruv? Let's continue. We love you. We love you for what?
Right now, his fear is holding Arsenal back. The tools are there. The defense is literally the best in the world. The attackers are good. All that's missing is bravery. So the question is, will Arteta finally let go of the handbrake? Or will Arsenal remain stuck at the cusp of greatness?
Oi. Believe. Believe. Jess, it's time to believe. Don't stop believing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep believing. Just keep believing, guys. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it, man. There's no one better to take over. Remember this fan base. Remember you lot said, don't rate Simeone. Don't rate Allegri. Don't rate Conte. Don't rate any of the top managers. Don't rate Xavi. Don't rate nobody. So we have to keep him. I mean, how could we get rid of him? Impossible, guys. Impossible. Over my dead body, guys. Over my dead body, guys. You know what I'm saying? Over my dead body, guys. You know what I mean? Nah, I just don't understand why everyone ain't just getting behind the manager. Just get behind the team. I mean, this is a process. It takes time. Do you know what I mean? It takes time. Espectacular. Oh my god. This is what I'm saying. I don't even need to cuss, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to cuss, man. She actually looked all right there. Do you know what I mean? Well done on the makeup, Jez. You look really, really good. Top lass. You know what I mean? Really good, actually. The makeup actually looked really good. I know you think I'm going to be sarcastic. I ain't even be sarcastic. Actually, the makeup looked good. You know what I'm saying? Fixing up still. I can't lie. You know what I mean? Now we just need to fix up the club. Do you know what I'm saying? And just don't flip-flop at the end of the season. That's all I'm saying. You get me? But keep doing your thing, innit? Keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up to Shane for the raid. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Big up to Shane for the raid. My brother. You know what I'm saying? My brother. But we got more. We got more. You know what I'm saying? We do have more. You know what I mean? We're going to go into Igal. Up next, flip-flopper number 2. We got to get into Igal. We must. The streets remember. We always remember. The streets remember. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Igal, pre-season, we're not going to expose the way we're going to play this season. Just get behind the team. Do you want to know something? 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 You know what I mean? Do you want to know something? We're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? We want to know something. We want to know something. You know what I mean? I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Big up to everybody. Come on, bro. Receipts all the time, bro. Do you know what I mean? Northside, I want to know something. I want to know something. I want to know if you man are still back in the process. I want to know something. Big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Welcome to the Arsenal Flip-Flop Show. And we have to continue.
Welcome to another show, ladies and gentlemen. Hard fought draw. At the end, Martinelli saved us 1 point. Arteta cost us 2. Arteta almost cost us all 3. I am not going to lie to you guys. Today, I am not happy.
I can't believe this. We just got a draw against Man City. I can't believe you're calling out the manager. Did you not say it's a point gain, not a point drop? Now you're talking about, Arteta cost us 2 points. What are we doing here? I can't believe it. How dare you? What kind of Arsenal fan are you? All right, girl? What kind of Arsenal fan are you? I thought you're the type that supports, that gets together, that believes, that stands by his manager, that looks at the positivity. We are excited. I can't believe you're calling him out. I can't believe this. This is betrayal, bro. This is like Will Smith and Jada. This is looking like you're in an entanglement right now. What's going on? What's going on? We was an entanglement. The entanglement with Arteta is mad right now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's looking mad right now. You're looking like August Alsina. You're looking real hurt. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Welcome to another show, ladies and gentlemen. Hard fought draw. At the end, Martinelli saved us 1 point. Arteta cost us 2. Arteta almost cost us all 3. I am not going to lie to you guys. Today, I am not happy. That was absolutely horrendous. That first 45 minutes, what on earth were we thinking? I honestly don't know why we started off with the lineup that we started off with. I honestly don't know why we persist with the midfield of Moreno, Moreno, Declan Rice, and Zubimendi. It just doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense is you're crashing out. I don't understand why you're crashing out. We are playing a midfield for control. We want to control the ball, but the ball is a Puma ball, not the Adidas or Nike ball, not the normal ball, but we need to project the flow, the fluidity of the ball and the projection of the ball to control the ball, to maximize the potential for the team, to maximize the potential and communication, the energy together. What's going on? This is what your manager, but I don't understand why you don't understand it. Because every show we go, you're telling us what we're doing and what the manager's you got the tactical insight with the gal. Every time we question this manager, tactical insight. Oh, we're trying to control the ball. We're playing a different system now. I think what the manager's trying to do is trying to make sure Calafiori can float that Tresemme hair and run down the left and looking like a lesbian version of Shawn Michaels and doing all that. What's going on? I don't get why you're questioning. We want to flow. We want to flow the ball in the air to suavecito. We want the midfield to flow it, suave, nunca te pare. That's what we're doing with the ball, bro. Why are you being negative? We're doing sensual football, bro. Sensual, un movimiento sensual, un movimiento muy sexy, una equipa muy sexy. That's what we're doing. This is what you lot wanted. I don't know why I don't get why you're upset, bro. I really don't understand why you're upset. I feel like, did anybody expect us to beat Man City? Nobody expected it. Do you know what I'm saying? They're still Man City. We can't beat them. You know what I'm saying? We're doing sensual. You know what I'm saying? When we play that midfield with Moreno and everything, when he can't control the ball, it's on a movimiento sensual, un movimiento muy sexy. That's it, bro. Is that not what you lot wanted? I don't get why you man are upset. I really don't. Because Do you know, I don't get, if you can't see what Mikel Arteta is doing, you don't know ball, bro. You got no ball knowledge. You're telling me that playing a defensive midfielder in the 10 is not going to work. I swear down. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't get the crap. And I don't get why you keep shouting. Like, I don't understand why you keep shouting, Gal. Can you keep your noise down? What's up with the crash outs these days? The Madueke crash out, this crash. Come on, calm down. Let's continue. I don't know why you're crashing out, bro. Please calm down. Yeah? It's very early in the season. Do you know what I mean? Free hit. Just take it as a free hit. We do free hits anyway, so free hit. Don't worry about the Man City game.
Were we thinking? I honestly don't know why we started off with the lineup that we started off with. I honestly don't know why we persist with the midfield of Moreno, Moreno, Declan Rice, and Zubamendi. It just doesn't make sense. We played it away at Liverpool. We've seen the result. We played it in the last game. We've seen how difficult.
Well, why are you complaining about the Liverpool game? Remember, you said that Liverpool only beat Arsenal because of a moment of magic. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's magic. You know, it's magic, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like, you said it was a good, it was a decent performance. Neither team was even better. There's only a moment of magic. You didn't question the way that we lined up and the way we set up. You was quite happy with that. Now you're upset with the midfield. Gal, come on, bro. Come on, you're sounding real toxic right now.
It was to go and break down Atletico Bilbao. And this game, we played it again, and it doesn't work. How many times do you need to see that lineup not be effective in creating chances for the team before you make changes? I'm sorry. Today, Mikel Arteta almost cost us all 3 points. Luckily for him, he has options off the bench that made the difference and brought us back into the game.
Correction, they're super subs. And was this fan base not telling us that it's amazing that we can bring Trossard off the bench? It's amazing that we can bring Martinelli off the bench. You man was celebrating that shit. You man was doing the flipping shmoney. That you know we're doing this one here. You know what I'm saying? You know what we're doing? Where's my hat? Do you know what I'm saying? And we are some hot nigga. When I chose Trossard off the bench nigga. Where you not doing a hot nigga to that? You know we're doing the shmoney dance. You know what I'm saying? Some way free Martinelli, bro. Ellie, bro. Shit, I got back about a week ago. And then we tweaking hole. You man were tweaking for these super. What's going on now? What's going on now right now? Huh? Stop complaining, bro. Stop complaining. Do you know what I'm saying? Stop complaining. We got super subs. We've got quality off the fucking bench. We're doing the shmoney dance. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You man were dancing and parading a flipping woo with the hat off that woo. You know what I'm saying? What's going on now? I swear down, bro. Mikel doesn't need enemies when he has supporters like this. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hell, man. Entitled, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 3 DMs were all good about a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Martinelli, you were tweaking hole. You know what I'm saying? Some way free Moreno hole. You know what I'm saying? Shit was all good about a week ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand, bro. Why am I being negative, bro? I swear down, this is incredible stuff. Incredible stuff by Super Mick, man. I swear down. You know what I mean? What's going on now? Why are you complaining now? You know what I mean? Bro, I swear that it's funny, bro, because these men be singing and parading and, it's incredible. Mikel Arteta's army. What happened to, remember that guy on AFTV? We got 5 burner boys. We've got 5 fucking burner boys. What happened to burner boy? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make a teta, yeah. Phase 6, yeah. Phase 6, your phase 6, yeah. When I want to tell them, God, they Martinelli. But come for my bench, Trossard. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Yeah. Phase 6 says, yeah. 3 DMs. Yeah. What happened, bro? Nah, what's going on? You know what I mean? Every time we play football, we got the low block. Father, come for my brain, telling Arteta stop. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to break our low block. When they tell me, for the brother, the phase 6, the brother, the trophy. No, God stop. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know what I mean? Yeah. Phase 6, yeah. What's going on? I swear that. Oh, meu Deus. Oh, my God. I swear that. We no go win. We no go trophy. We go scatter. We drop the points. We go Man City. We go drop points to Liverpool. You know me. When we look in Ifan of the BJ, the diamond, now go play. Yeah. Arteta out now. Yeah. Yeah. Arteta out now. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You guys better start back in the processing that. You man some ungrateful G's, bro. You know what I'm saying? I swear down. Man said, man said this has to be clipped. Watch it every time you're having a bad day. Yo, come on, bro. These man can't cook me. I've got more personality than all the top gooners, bro. They don't want it. They know not to reply, bro. I ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one. You know what I mean? What can we do, bro? What can we do? Let's continue. Igal, please enlighten us why you're upset.
Brought us back into the game. And now we fall behind again. That's 2 more points dropped. That's 2 more points. You know what? That's not even 2 points dropped. That's 1 point gained. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The way Man City were playing, I did not think we were even going to get a point from this game. I thought the game was done. They were shutting up shop. They were playing defensive football. They were putting all their guys behind the ball. First of all, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is a fucking cheat. Bernardo Silva.
There we go. Bernardo Silva. Mopay is a fucking cheat. I hope Brighton get relegated. Bernardo, you're a cheat. I hope you get relegated. Oh my god, here we go. I knew there had to be an excuse, bro. We had look at the fucking cheat. Oh, these men only like dark arts where we do dark arts. Every other time, dark arts against Arsenal is illegal. Let's go back. VAR that. Let's go there. It's a cheat.
Behind again. That's 2 more points dropped. That's 2 more points. You know what? That's not even 2 points dropped. That's 1 point gained. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The way Man City were playing, I did not think we were even going to get a point from this game. I thought the game was done. They were shutting up shop. They were playing defensive football. They were putting all their guys behind the ball.
Do we not do that? Do we not do that? And when we did that against Man United, you celebrated. We did it when we did it against Athletic Bilbao. You man celebrated. Like when we do it and we get away with it, masterclass, genius. I can't believe. Look at the tactics, tactical. Tactical. But when it's everybody else, look at the way they're playing. I can't believe it. They didn't want to attack us. Fucking disgusting. I can't believe we reduced them to defending all game. It's fucking atrocious. I'm not Bernardo. I hope he gets relegated. I hope Man City get relegated. I can't believe it. He's a fucking cheat. Bro, you do this all the time. We cheat. You think we don't? Well, we be cheating. We be stamping on players. Arming, flipping, elbowing. We do that all the time. Dark arts, remember? Dark arts. What's dark arts? These man, I swear down. Listen, Bernardo was having a bit of a shit house, yeah? But I ain't going to complain because I don't complain when my team do it. What goes around comes around. You know what I mean? Like Justin Timberlake.
First of all, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is a fucking cheat. Bernardo Silva is a rat-faced piece of shit. That cheating bastard. He deserved to get sent off. But you know something? At the end of the day, he does what he does. He's an absolute asshole. In the same situation, we've seen Trossard get sent off before. We did not see that today from Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, that rat-faced bastard.
Bernardo Silva, that rat-faced bastard. Oh, you go. Hey, God, this is prime time toxic and negative, bro. Prime time toxic and negative. Oh, this is hilarious. That rat-faced bastard. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. Let's go.
He's an absolute asshole. In the same situation,
We've seen Trossard get sent off before. We did not see that today from Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, that rat-faced bastard, he deserved to get sent off. He didn't get sent off. He's lucky he didn't get sent off. These guys should have been down to 10 men with that guy getting his second yellow from throwing the ball and doing a mad thing with Trossard. But hey, people are going to say excuses. You know something? We have ourselves to blame. We have ourselves to blame.
Wow. Accountability. The guy, you're learning. Take a seat. Get some popcorn. I like this. Again. I don't know. How long is he going to last? Normally, it's game to game, in, out, shake it all about. You do the process and you turn around. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So what are we going to get this again? You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is prime time ago. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying, Agal? Where are you in the chat? Don't go anywhere. Please stay. Don't go anywhere. I like the fact that you're in the chat. Good, stay. I hope Jess is in the chat as well. Hey, Jess. Welcome to the club. We ain't taking no members at the moment, but if you want to take your leaflet and make sure you email us, we'll get back to you. Make sure you CC Northside in the email. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to our Tech Out. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. You know what I mean? Welcome. But we'll get back to you. We're not giving up memberships at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But you can wait in the line. But yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Gal, we've only got ourselves to blame. This is the accountability that I like. I like this accountability. How long is it going to last, Gal? Huh? We'll see. Let's continue.
When I seen the lineup, and I'll show you guys the lineup, I said to myself, why are we playing with Trossard and Moreno in the team when we have all the other options that we have available to ourselves? Why?
Because Moreno gives us the defensive stability. And Trossard is a super sub. And he brings experience. Like Jorginho, he brings experience to the team. He's an experienced player. And we don't want to run down Max Diamond. Remember, he's too young, so we don't want to run him down. And we don't want to run down Ethan because he's very young as well. And Arteta, he wanted, look at the injuries. I mean, look at the injuries. I don't know. Just look at the injuries, bro. Look at the injuries. I mean, how can we even cope with all these injuries? It's only like we fixed the bench. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Why isn't Arteta starting with Eze? Why isn't he starting with, if Bukayo Saka is fit, play him. You brought him on in the second half. The fact that he brought them both on in the second half is an admission that he got the starting lineup wrong. It is a fact. He got the
facts. Well done, Nigel. Huh? We're getting there. Huh? We're getting there. Look at that. I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's part of the tactics. Maybe it's the secret tactics. Remember, you told me, Miguel, the secret tactics in preseason. Maybe it's part of the secret tactics. The tactical is not tacticing. You know what I'm saying? An admission that he got it wrong. How many times are you going to keep getting it wrong, Miguel? How many times are you going to get it wrong? You know what I'm saying? He's an architect. Yeah, that's right. How's the architect getting it wrong? That's mad. Absolutely mad. Let's continue.
Starting lineup wrong. Arteta got the starting lineup wrong. And this was the team that he went with. This is the team that you went with. Not an ounce of creativity in the midfield. And with Madueke and Trossard, what are you asking for? You look at the options he had on the bench. He had Eze. He had Saka. He brought on Martinelli. He had Ethan. All these guys you could have brought on. All these guys. But no, you went with the midfield of friggin' Zubimendi, Moreno, and Rice. If you're trying to prove a point, the point is not working.
It ain't. But you know what we're doing? We're playing overlapping centre backs. We're pushing Gabriel to the 10 role. That's what we're doing. Playing a high line as we play a mid block. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at that midfield. What an architect. What a genius. What a mastermind. What a Pep disciple. Look at that. Super Mikel Arteta, man. He knows exactly what we need.
Simply put, this midfield does not make sense. It does not make sense, especially when we have the options that we have. Even though Odegaard's injured, it still doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't. Arteta can get things wrong, but I hope he learns. Hope. There's no more time for hope, Igal. This is the year to deliver now. Let's not do this. There's no more hope. He better get it right. There's no more hope. The trust is, like you said, the players are there. The money's been spent. The time has been given. Everything. No more hope, bro. There ain't no more time for hope, Igal. It's time to deliver. Look at me and the guy next to each other. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Big up my G. You know what I'm saying? You're talking sense today. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? But today, the brain is braining. You know what I'm saying? The brain is braining. You know what I mean? I like this girl. I like this one. Keep the other one. Just we don't want to talk to the other girl. They like this one here. Accountability. You know what I mean? Reasonable criticism.
Ethan, you have Eze right there. And today, if Eze showed you anything,
Oh, come on, the girl's in a row.
Find great.
The girl's in a row, man. What you did, man? The girl's actually. Look at this, man. This is his time right now. The girl's cooking right now. Come on, man.
showed you anything from that pass that he played to get Martinelli the goal, you can play him central. You can play him central or you can play him on the left. Either way, it doesn't make sense. And you know something? It's not even hard. It's not even fair for me to sit here and stick it on to Madueke or Trossard. They're just not Saka. They're just not Eze. They're just not those guys. They're not those guys. As much as I want to stick it on some of these guys, the guys who need to hold the most blame today is Mikel Arteta. He needs to change it up. He cannot insist on playing Moreno, Zubimendi, and Rice. You can't do that. In these games, especially at home, we need to be able to create quality chances, and we're not going to be able to create enough quality chances, even though Man City are sitting back there with all their players in defense. We need to be able to have a more balanced midfield going forward. I don't want to see this happen again. We need to understand that it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. If Moreno's a striker, maybe it's different. But
there you go. If the team lineup doesn't work, we need to change it. If the manager doesn't work, we need to change it. No? Same difference, no? If the manager can't get it right and win major honors, we need to change the manager. Not good enough. I know you said you hope. I know you say you hope he learns, but it's not a charity around here. You know what I'm saying? There's expectations of these players. There's expectations of this manager. And the same way that we're happy to get rid of players when they're not good enough, Fabi Vieira, Lokongas, Marquinhos, Nketiah, we need that same accountability with the manager and the architect of this failure. You are a failure. You are a failure. You know you cannot make it. You know you cannot make it. Where's that video? You know what I mean? Give Arteta to the end of the season to deliver. Okay, girl. Give him to the end of the season. If we win no major honors, girl, yeah? Are you happy for him to be sacked at the end of the season? No major honors, girl. Let me know. I'm waiting for your reply in the chat. Don't keep us waiting. You know you cannot make it. You know you cannot make it. You know what I'm saying? Egal. 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 Hello. Huh? No reply? Okay. Let's continue. Give him to the end of the season and basically give him another season. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're saying, Egal? Give him to the end of the season, give him another season. You know what I'm saying? Give him another season. That's basically what you're saying. So we're waiting to the end of the season, literally just continue, and then next season, give him another season. Wait to the end of the season, does a winning. Where did you reply? I didn't see you reply. Wait, I didn't see you reply. You said I give Arteta to the end of the season to deliver. Okay. You give him to the end of the season to deliver. Okay. Remember that, yeah? Chat. Remember this, yeah? Remember this. Because I don't want to hear nothing about, do you want to know something at the end of the season if you don't win nothing? Yeah, you give him to the end of the season to deliver. Okay. To deliver. Okay. He didn't say what. But he ain't going to win anything anyway. So that's the thing. So let's see.
He's playing part of the midfield three with Zubimendi and Rice. It is too defensive. There's nobody standing in the middle to receive the ball and make a difference. And when they do drop deep, they're not looking to play the pass to break the lines. They're not looking to play the pass to get over the box. Saka came on for Madueke, and reportedly, Saka came on for Madueke, who's injured. Reportedly, Madueke is injured now. Where did this come from? When did he get injured?
Go, man. You don't even like Madueke, bro. You don't even like Madueke. Come on, the streets don't forget, bro. This is what what your manager does, bro. This is what your manager does. He plays Saliba injured, Odegaard injured, flipping Havertz injured, bro. He plays everybody injured, Saka injured, bro. He plays everybody injured, bro. What we did? Man's getting angry over Madueke. You don't like Madueke?
Apparently, Madueke limped off. I hope it's not serious, but reports are saying that Madueke limped off the pitch. That's just another player getting injured now. Saka just came back from injury. Now Madueke is injured. Saka just came back from injury, and now Madueke is injured. How unlucky are we? Honestly, how unlucky are we that this happens? How unlucky can you be? You just get one player back, immediately you get another player injured. I hope it's not serious. I hope Madueke's injury is not serious. I hope he's not out for an extended period or anything like that. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Well, we got a fixed bench, guys, so we can always utilize the fixed bench. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And you don't rate him anyway, so I don't even know why you're vexed about that. You know what I mean? You should be celebrating.
Why? Arsenal have absolutely messed up the transfer window. You were doing all right. You were doing well. You were saving money to get the best players available. And now what do? Nani goddamn Madueke for 50 million plus add-ons included. This deal does not make no goddamn sense unless those add-ons are 10 million. Unless the add-ons are 10 million and they're like goal bonuses, Champions League bonuses, Premier League winning bonuses. That's the only goddamn way this makes sense. And if they think Elanga is the benchmark, they're joking. They have to be joking. Arsenal have a good relationship with Chelsea. What the hell? Listen carefully. What the hell do Chelsea have on the owners? What the hell do Chelsea's owners have on the Cronkies? What the hell do Chelsea's board have on our board members? What do they have on us? Why? Why?
Oh my God. We go. Right. Let's move on. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Crash out after crash out after crash out. You know what I'm saying? Man's gonna have to start calling you Crash Bandicoot. You know what I'm saying? Crash Bandicoot, gal. There's different forms of gal. You know what I'm saying? That's the Crash Bandicoot, gal. You know what I mean? Man like Crash Bandicoot and that. You know what I mean? Crash in the house. Man like Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It gal. He's had enough. These had enough. Let's get this one. Right. Let's get into this one. You know what I mean? Let's get into this. I can't believe it. Just being toxic again? Fucking hell, mate. Fucking wind it in, mate. Wind your neck in.
That we play, the lack of chances created, the times where we look like.
I was gonna ask you how you doing, your overall feelings on the season. I've got the notes ready. I've got stuff to ask you.
I got the receipts.
I'm ready.
Now she wants to jump straight into it. Cool. Let's go straight into the firing line. As I've got here, I saw your video saying Arteta is the problem. What do you mean by that? And what's all this about?
No,
What's all this about? Huh? Look, I touch it. Fucking hell. No, it used to be Arteta in, but fucking hell, the process is not processing. I got a fucking flip-flop.
I just feel like, listen, if you have, not necessarily you, but if you watch the entire video, I know some people have a hard time like hearing any criticism about the manager, but I think to be
I know people have a hard time hearing any criticism about the manager. That was you on Dan Potts. What are you chatting about? You were crashing out because I was calling out this manager, and now you wanna. I know some people they find it so hard to hear criticism about this manager. You crashed out about a manager that don't even know that you exist. You know what I'm saying? You was getting butthurt about a manager that you're not even related to. You know what I'm saying? The irony. Let's continue. Jesse. Huh? How times have changed. My arch nemesis.
Are you gonna ask me about my video?
Oh! You want to jump straight in? I was gonna have structure. I was gonna ask you how you doing,
Oh,
your
okay, no,
overall
yeah,
feelings
you-
on the season. I've got the notes ready. I've got stuff to
Oh,
ask you
okay,
about.
I'm ready.
Now she wants to jump straight into it. Cool. Let's go straight into the firing line. As I've got here, I saw your video saying Arteta is the problem. What do you mean by that, and what's all this about?
No, I just feel like, listen, if you not necessarily you, but if you watch the entire video, I know some people have a hard time like hearing any criticism about the manager, but I think, to be honest, at this stage, the way that we play, the lack of chances created, the times where we look like we're like ponderous and unable to really break down teams, I just think that that's a Mikel thing. I think that's the way that his intention to try to do things, but he can also change that. And when you start off games, especially like Man City at home, a game that was definitely for the taking, that we definitely should have won, and at least looked like we had more intention to do so. Leaving Eze on the bench for Marino is a sign. I feel like it is a choice. And Mikel has all the quality as a manager to change that. But over the last couple of seasons, he's really stuck with this like defensive, kind of like more pragmatic approach. And it works, but when it doesn't, you ask questions. And so
we have no plan B. We have no plan B. Is that what you're saying? Because I heard the bench was fixed, and I heard we've got 5 burner boys and super subs coming off the bench to do the job. What's going on? It's amazing that we've got Martinelli and Trossard on the bench. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible that we've got these players. What's going on right now? It's sounding real crazy right now. Real crazy. You crashed out. You crashed out against me for this manager. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Huh? How times have changed.
for me, I don't think you can blame the fact that he doesn't have a this, he doesn't have a that, he doesn't have enough creativity in his team, injuries, da 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 da. He had a team, left all his creativity on the bench and had a team out there that should have been able to create more than like one chance. I think our first shot came in like the 40th minute or something like that.
30th, and then our second 45th with Noni.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then even I feel like it's a growing theme where we don't really come out of the gates like trying to do it feels like we're just trying to maintain and control and stop the other team from hurting us. And I just don't know if like we're trying to get to like that next level, if that's what we should be trying to do. But
you don't know if we should be trying to get to the next level. You've just sat there and criticized the manager's tactics, his approach to games, the fact that he continuously sticks by this formation system and saying that he's unable to get us over the line. And then you say, I don't know if we need to get to the next level. What the hell are you chatting about? So what was all the complaints about? To get to the next level, to win trophies, to get over the line. But you know, after all of that, I don't know if that's what we need. I don't know. Why are you complaining then? Get behind the process. Get behind the project. Hey, Jess, there you go. Flipping and flopping. Huh? She's on the fence. Huh? She's a risky. She's a gambler. Huh? Huh? Oh, you always got to leave that little door open so you can. But I don't know if we really need to change it, but I'm not happy with it. But I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Should I stay or should I go? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, we understand the game. We understand you lot's game. We get it. We get it, Jess. We get it. We get it. We get it. We understand. You know what I mean? We understand your community.
that's just me. You know, I can take that at Anfield because it's Anfield, you know, you want to not lose. But at home against a City side that literally parked the bus, I do think you have to have a little bit more endeavor about you. That's kind of where I'm at.
No magical moments? No, we're not going to talk about magical moments. No, okay, let's continue. Okay.
So that leads me to ask you, is it more of a sense of, you know, I do hear your point and I do agree for what it's worth here, but purely being devil's advocate, is it more of the approach from Mikel Arteta, or is it the fact that, you know, Arsenal fans, quite simply, you know, like you said, with Liverpool, you can be a bit more conservative, but with Liverpool and City, 2 title contenders like ourselves, is it a case of we're just vexed that we didn't puff out our chest, not necessarily the tactics? Because there's an alternative universe where gun-ho and it goes left.
Yeah, I think I definitely think that there is a part for me personally where I just kind of want to see us play for once, because it's not just about the games against City and Liverpool. I feel like
every week.
this tentativeness, like it's creeped into the regular games. It's not like we turn it on against every single team, but we have this pragmatic approach against these two bigger teams. It's creeped into everything where it just takes us too long to score the goal, even against Port Vale yesterday.
Why you always lying? When you always lying? Oh my God. Start fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. You know what I'm saying? It's creeped into everything. It's our whole approach. This timid, this manager's not on it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on, baby? It's phase 6, baby. You know what I'm saying? This shit makes me laugh. Even against Port Vale. You know what I'm saying? Port Vale. What are you going to say about Port Vale, Jesse?
We didn't put out a team full of kids. We had some of our starters out there. We scored the goal, and then we really were just passing sideways for the, like, you know, and I get it. You just need to get out with a win because we're looking forward to Newcastle. But do you actually think that we're going to go to Newcastle SJP and really show ourselves? And I feel at this stage, I just want to,
damn well Marino starting at St. James's Park.
yeah, I want to see us actually like have some personality on the ball, and like
they're all losing faith. They're all losing faith. You know what I'm saying? They're all losing faith. Listen, just back the manager, bro. Why are they all sounding like Odegaard? Like I said, I know we're flipping and flopping of the process again. Arteta, be a bit more, less pragmatic, just like you showed. I don't want to play 3DMs in the midfield no more. And I'd love to say I do. Trust the process with you. And I can never not be true. So I say, think I'm gonna leave right now. Before we drop points any deeper. I think I'm gonna leave right now. Feeling weaker and weaker. Somebody better show me how to attack a little deeper. Think I better leave right now. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Hold that. You got me? Oh my days. Come on, man. I've got the X Factor. Super Mick. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. I'm telling you. These man. You can hate me now. Doom, doom, doom. But it won't stop now. Listen, let me get because I didn't even do Super Mix press conference. I didn't even do Super Mix press conference. We might as well get into Super Mix press conference. Hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? You, my friend, are gonna be a star. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. 1, 4, right. No. Yeah, calm. Right, let's get the press conference up. I didn't even get through the press conference. I don't even know if anyone even watched the press conference. Bro, these press conferences are jarring, bro. These press conferences are jarring. Where's the press conference? There we go. Mickey, can't you see? Sometimes your processes hypnotize me, and I just love your flashy way. And this is why we play 3DMs anyway. Mickey, can't you see? Hold on. Mickey, can't you see? Hold on. Right. Here we go. Yeah, I'm saying. Hold on. There we go. Super Mick. Don't go anywhere. Sit back down. Sit back down when you mean. Sit back down when you mean. The process ain't coming for me. You better sit back down when you mean. Let's go.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I need a drink. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get a bit more Coke. Right. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. We're out here. We're working, putting the work in. You get me? We are outside. I told you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are gonna be so fuming. Man like Northie. I got the time now. I got the time now to cook these guys. I got the time now. Pardon me. Right. Coca-Cola. Fresquinho. Let's go.
Right. Let's get almost on in the way. All good, everyone? We'll kick off with Tom.
Can we get on with it?
Well, something that we discussed before the game. I think what it was at stake in this game, it's your reputation as a club, as a team, as an individual. And we play this type of games. I've been here long enough to understand it's going to be very tricky. I think we started the game really well, very dominant, score a goal, have another 3 or 4 opening chances. We didn't manage to score the goal. And in the second half, we lost a little bit of grip of the game, especially with the direct play, with all the throw-ins to the sidelines and winning territory, and then again, and we like a bit of dominance and control. With a few adjustments, we go back to that, and we scored a beautiful goal, the second goal, the ball from Willie, and the quality of Leo on the finish is top draw. And in general, happy with the win, the clean sheet, and the debut of Kepa for us today. The goal of Epps, his room for the club, and then the fact that even making 9 changes, the team can still perform really well.
This is what I'm saying about delusion. The team performed really well. No, there were some individuals that had a decent game. As a team, we're still not playing well. Talking about midfield control, is our midfield controlled against Man City? Because I remember Doku running through our midfield. I remember Haaland running through our midfield. I remember flipping even Bernardo dribbling through our midfield. I remember Reinders dribbling through our midfield. What control are you talking about? Once we gained the control, what do we do? What did we do with controlling the game against Liverpool? Did we control that game? Or did we just nullify their attack? What control? What defines your control? What are you talking about? What control? And why is it that we keep dipping? Why does our form keep dipping in the game? Why is it that we can't even attack, even when we're playing Eze and Ethan? Sounds like a system problem. Sounds like a coaching problem here. That's what it sounds like to me. Because it doesn't matter if we play defensive midfield or we play an attacking midfield. It all looks shit. Sky. But it was a great performance, guys. Great performance. And the only reason, yeah, hold on a sec. The only reason this guy, yeah, played Eze and Ethan in that midfield is because he wanted to shut up all the critics. That's all. Not because he's changing, not because he's changing his approach, not because he's changing the way that we play. He just wanted to prove a point. Oh, you guys didn't like the 3 DMs? Oh, let's play 2 number 10s. Let's play this. Let's play that, bro. This is all to just try and shut us up. That's what it is. But guess what? You're still going to get exposed because against Newcastle, you're still going to be a coward and play 3 DMs. You're still going to play defensive football and our attack will still not be fluid. So there's no point being proven because no matter how you set up this team, you seem to be the common denominator. That is the problem. This is all petty. He wasn't doing this to try and be attacking. It's all to silence the critics. So he goes to the press conference and they don't say nothing. Look at his face. Look at his face. It's plastic surgery looking Spanish Simon Cowell talking rubbish. Let's continue.
For the club, and then the fact that even making 9 changes, the team can still perform really well.
Yourselves, Manchester City and Chelsea, all were limited to just 2 goals away from home against lower division sides. What does that say about the quality of the English football pyramid?
Unbelievable how tough it is, and we knew that. But looking at last night, Liverpool and Chelsea, and how long it took them to actually win the game. You know that you have to expect that. If something different happens, great. But you know that you're going to have to really earn the right to win games here.
Of course, yeah, of course. Well, look at what I did. It's such a tough game. Port Vale, fucking hell. Elite. They're only 19th in what? League One? Fucking, that's difficult, man. We've only spent $1 billion. You know what I mean? We've only spent $1 billion. Have they even spent $1 billion in their whole history? No, they haven't. Have they even spent half of that? Have they even spent $250 million in the history of their football club? How much have they spent on their team? Let me see the value of their team. About they're so hard, they're so tough. Port Vale. Here we go. Port Vale. Let me see the value of their squad. Transfer mark. Right, there we go. There we go. Right. You know, right, the value 10 million. 10 million is their value I'm seeing on transfer mark. 10 million. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? But this is so tough to be a team that's worth 10 million. So tough.
What was your intention to give Bukayo an hour? And obviously, we saw a few minutes before he came
Yeah.
he had a little injury.
No, it was planned. 60 minutes was the maximum. We had almost five players already in the lineup that we had to get him out for different reasons, especially for Lowton because they're coming from long periods out. So we planned for that, and the good thing is that nobody got injured, so he has no muscular issues. So that's a very positive thing again.
So you're monitoring his minutes, yeah? Nobody got injured. It's not like you tell us when players were injured. Did you tell us when Ben White was injured? Did you tell us when Declan Rice had a broken foot? Did you tell us when Odegaard was injured or when Saka was injured before? Okay, we really believe you, Mikel, because you're very honest about injuries.
Incredible that you can make 9 changes and still put out that squad. It just shows how good that squad can be in these competitions.
Yes, and what we need to do as well, apart from that, is generate the performances that we want with the players that they haven't really played together, with a completely different midfield that never played together before. With a
completely different midfield. That's the point that you wanted to make. Oh, you guys happy now? You happy now? Yeah? No free DMs. You happy now? Yeah, shut up then. Stop criticizing me. That's what that was about. That's what that was about.
And that is different as well. Max coming in as well and connecting immediately with the team is a lot of positives to take from the game.
And if you guys put their hands up for the weekend, Miles starting and Ethan, there's a lot of competition now. Players coming to ask you to.
And that's exactly what we want, that they're giving us and me those headaches, because I mean that they are so connected with the team that they really want to help the team and deserve to play, and everybody will play a lot of minutes.
Everybody will play a lot of minutes. I'm going to remember that. You were specifically asked about Ethan and Dalman playing on the weekend. You didn't say that you're going to play them. You just said everyone's going to get a lot of minutes. I've seen games where you bought Dalman on the 89th minute. Is that a lot of minutes? He's only going to get minutes in the cup games. Let's just be real. He's not going to give him any minutes. Unless we go up against a Leeds or a team down there fighting relegation. He's not going to be giving these guys any minutes. That's basically what it is. Oh, they're giving me a headache. They're giving me a headache. Well, I don't know what headache you had to be starting Trossard in certain games or to be starting Moreno in certain games. Like, do you know what I mean? Is Norgard giving you a headache because he was rubbish? Is he giving you a headache? But these are the guys that you'll give more minutes to. These are the guys you'll get behind. These are the guys that will get more minutes over everybody else. What are you talking about?
I'll just ask you about Eze, because I think that's the first time he started in that left eight role for you. How did you think he got on and what did he bring to that position?
Yeah, he played very centrally against a team that's obviously with a 5-4-1. They are super compact inside. It's not easy to find spaces, but he's very capable with the goal. You've seen that there are another 3 or 4 actions that he's completely through and people playing through. He needs to still play more time a little bit with those guys to understand the timings, especially of the things that he needs to do, and then actions like that will be more consistent and better.
Actions like that will be more consistent, Arteta, when you continue to play Eze through the centre, because when you play it more centrally, he got an assist against Man City. He got a goal against Port Vale. It's almost like Eze is more effective playing centrally. He has to be effective and we need more consistent. Why don't you get consistent? Why don't you get consistent in your team lineup and playing players in their natural positions and their strongest positions? And then we'll get consistency from the players. How about that? And then we'll get consistency, Mikel. But no, the players have to be consistent, but you're inconsistent as a manager. Make that make sense to me.
For us, in general, very good. There is still a lot more to give, I think.
I know with you like versatile players, but we've seen with him he's played left wing, he's played right eight, he's played left eight. Is he probably in those sort of attackers almost your most versatile one you've got now? How valuable is that in terms of what you see?
Yes, probably yes. And at the end, what we want to do with him is to get him in positions, in spaces that he can create his magic moments and the difference in the team. And some that will be from the wide area, some that will be from the right or left in relation to the opposition as well.
There you go. So Eze is going to continue to play on the wings. He's learned absolutely nothing. Sometimes on the left, sometimes on the right, depending. This guy never learns.
We're good.
Oh, just on Brighton, and you joined Brighton next round.
Yeah.
The team tough when it didn't get easier.
No, it's tough one. At least it's at home, so that's always a positive thing. But we know they are top side, and it will be a difficult night.
Yeah. Okay, Mikel. Okay. We'll see. We will see. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Let's get into this one. I think this is the one where DJB. Big up to DJB. Make sure you're subscribing to DJB. He was on Talk Sport. Let me see if I can get the moment where, because I actually haven't even seen this clip. Hold on. Let me get the DJB called in to Talk Sport about this manager. And let's hear what DJB's got to say. Big up to my guy, DJB.
About Mikel Arteta. Many people might think this is a tough question and maybe a bit harsh, but when you see them draw yesterday against Manchester City, might it be that element that has got Arsenal so close to the title? Is it the very same element that is stopping them from getting over the line? Is that element Arteta himself? 03717 223344. Dave's a big Arsenal fan who's first up. Dave, good morning. What do you want to say, mate?
Good morning, guys. I just
morning.
want to spin it in a different direction.
Yeah.
Is that 5 points dropped or 1 point gained? Because if you're going for a title and you're playing Liverpool this early in the season, that, by the way, at the time wasn't firing on all cylinders, he missed an opportunity there. He's now playing Man City. We're the home team. The emphasis is on us to go and beat that team. We've got to play them at the Etihad yet. And now they would have improved by the time we play them at the Etihad. So that's another missed opportunity. This is nothing new from this manager. He does it time and time again. We was told that we was going to find the missing jigsaw, the number 9. We needed a number 9. All he needs is a number 9. All we need is a striker. We get a striker. The guy's starved. He's not getting fed. There's no creativity. He's bang average. He looks bang average. No creativity in the team. We got towels down the touchline for players to wipe the ball to launch in long throw-ins. £1 billion spent, and we look like Stoke City. This manager is an absolute joke. He's nicking £15 million off of this football club. He spent over 1 point.
Dave, a joke. And he's
Someone
say you were a joke before Arteta came in the scene.
He's 6 years. No, we wasn't a joke before Arteta come into the team.
You were.
We wasn't a joke. We was. If he'd have had the money spent that Arteta's had, then he would have turned it around. This guy is getting away with murder, and he's getting excuse after excuse after excuse. What is the narrative now? Oh, we put Pep on the back foot, and it's the first time he's had the least amount of possession in a game. I'm not interested in that. He had the opportunity to get 3 points off of a Man City team.
I think your point.
Absolute facts. Big up to my guy DJB. Absolute facts. Do you know what I'm saying? It is unacceptable to be this long on the job and this much money spent. What has he said that's wrong? Some of them are shaking their head and laughing like, oh, how could you say that it's been too much? Oh, look away. No. Everything's right in what DJB said. Man City, we were told, we can see this is not the Man City of old. We've seen top Man City. This ain't top peak Man City right now. This is Man City team that can get got at. The defense can get got at. Even the biggest Man City fan would admit that. The Liverpool team, we go up against them. They got flipping Slobberslai out, flipping right back. And yet he's shutting down our winger. A defense that can get got at. But we sit back and we don't go for the 3 points in a season that we're supposed to go and get the 3 points. In 2 of those games, Man City and Liverpool, we get a point out of both of there's nothing wrong there. DJB said, big up to my guy DJB. Make sure you're subscribing to DJB. He hasn't got a channel. Big up to my guy DJB. Do you know what I'm saying? Chatting facts. Let's continue.
Regarding the home game against City, first half, the intensity and really going after them, there's some validity in that. I think if you think that any team can go to Anfield, even if they're not firing all cylinders, and go after them and get I'm not having that at all, because Liverpool are torn you apart if you'd have left yourselves wide open. So I understand the home game. The reality is Arsenal are now as competitive as ever been, and now he's been given the funding and the squad.
That's absolute bollocks, because Atletico Madrid took the game in the first half to Liverpool and they scored some goals. They took the game to Liverpool. As soon as they took their foot off, all of a sudden Liverpool got back into that game. Yes, they had opportunities, but when you get at Liverpool, yeah, you can actually score goals. When you sit off them, you play into their hands. So I don't know what man's talking about you can't go to Anfield or you can't go to Liverpool and be on the front foot. Newcastle almost got a result against Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand this whole thing about, oh, you can't get at Liverpool. No, you can go at Liverpool, but you have to be brave. You have to be brave. So I don't know what you're chatting about, but let's continue.
To compete on every level. If he fails the end of this season, a lot of his arguments will be right.
And you think they will fail come the end of the season, Dave, because of the very reasons you spelt out?
Listen, any football manager with a team that we had last season would have won a trophy. Most football managers, you give that team to Glasner, you give that team to any manager, and they would have won the trophy. He's now improved the team. He pays all that money for Eze. He prizes Eze away from Crystal Palace. He gives him all the plum coming down the tunnel at Leeds and all the crowd cheering and everything else. And in the two biggest games of the season, he benches him.
Facts. You invest in big attacking players for big games and big moments like that. Yeah, that's why you bring those players, the number 10, the wingers that are going to get you 20 goals or flipping 18 goals, whatever the case may be. You buy a big striker for these big games. That's why you buy them, for them to get you over the line in these big games. Absolute facts.
Yeah, the first one he'd only just signed, hadn't he?
Right.
A couple of days before.
Going back on the...
Oh, he only just signed him. Well, we're continuing not to play Eze and starting Eze in the big games. What are we talking about? Eze he's from the Premier. He already plays in the Prem. But what does he need to adjust? Is there adjustment period? He's played for Crystal Palace. He knows the league. There's no adjustment period needed. And if it's a whole, oh, he just bought him, well, what, he starts Zubimendi every game or every other game. Zubimendi plays every game. Calafiori's been fit every single time he had Calafiori available. He started Calafiori when he brought him into the team. So it's funny how certain players get to play and he only just bought them. But when it's Eze, he just bought him. He just bought him. So why Zubimendi holding bench then? By that logic. Just bought him. He's new to the league. If anything, he's never played in the Prem before. So what are we doing? These excuses they don't make any logical sense at all. Let's continue.
Liverpool game, Danny, I can understand it's a tough place to go at any time of the year. I understand that. But at least give the players the opportunity to try and win the game. If we go at Liverpool and we lose and we've peppered their goal and your goalkeeper has made some brilliant saves and we've had created chances and everything else and we come out losing, I'll hold my hands up and go, right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but you did just say when it's the home team. When Liverpool played at home to Arsenal, you could argue, like you just did against City, that it's Liverpool who have to set the tone and go after you because it's an opportunity. Liverpool didn't have a shot on target in the first half, even though they were trying to attack you. I mean, that's credit to you guys. It was both teams cancelled each other out. I don't think it's fair to just say Arsenal.
Right. I tell you what, Dave, you've.
But it's unacceptable to put out a team that has no idea and no structure and no plan to actually go win the game. That's part of the problem. Yes, you can defend. What was our attack? We didn't offer anything to go forward and test their goalkeeper. So you're playing for a draw. And when you're playing for a draw, that's a massive gamble because we didn't even leave with a draw. We left with a loss because we thought that we could just defend for 90 minutes. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. There's other defensive managers that get criticized, but they know how to get the 3 points. They know how to spring a counter-attack. They know how to attack and transition from deep. They know how to break the lines. Why can't this manager? So because we're defending, it doesn't matter. We're just going to defend for 90 minutes and not even try to win the game. We'll just keep defending and defending. What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? Leaving with a draw, the draws were the reason why we didn't win the league last season. It wasn't the losses, it was the draws. 14 draws. And you're telling us, have another draw. Oh, but it's Liverpool. Yeah, who gives a shit? Go there and flipping perform. We need to get the 3 points. It's all cowardice. It's all cowardice. So what? When we go up against a big team in the Champions League, we go to the Bernabeu, we go to whatever, a massive team. We go to the flipping Barcelona. What? We're not going to attack. We're not going to attack, no, because they're a massive team. And so what? So eventually we're going to have 2 legs in the Champions League. Sit back because they're a strong team, and not end up flipping fly. Was it gone? Do you know what I'm saying? And not end up attacking because we can't attack. We're going to get kicked out of the competition. You can't have that approach in knockout football. And you can't have that approach in the Prem because you're not going to win it, because we showed it last season. So what are we doing? We're playing for draws. What are we going to win? What are we going to win? You can't even win a cup like that. You can't even win a Carabao or FA Cup like that. It's talking rubbish, bro.
But you've spelt it out from your end. Do me a favour and stay in the line. Let's see if Elton, the Arsenal fan, agrees with you. Elton, good morning.
Good morning, guys. A pleasure to talk to you.
Hi, Elton.
Morning.
Good morning. What did we see? What are we seeing in Arsenal? Was it a lost opportunity yesterday?
I don't understand what the previous caller is talking about. I think we are a great team. We put City on the back foot. We lost the game against Liverpool to a wonder goal. It wasn't Liverpool didn't outplay us. I don't understand what this guy is watching. I really don't.
And unfortunately, this new caller is the reason why this club is in this state. What's the problem? He doesn't understand the problem. He doesn't understand. This is why nothing's going to change. Man like Elton are telling us, oh, no, what's the problem? What's the problem? We've only dropped 5 points. Nothing wrong there. Huh? We're only trying to go for the title, go for the league. It's okay. We've got the Champions League that we've never won, so we'll go for that with the same old dusty approach. There's nothing wrong. We've got an amazing team that continue to keep dropping points because of this manager. But I don't get what goes through these people's heads. I really don't, man. It's blind loyalty to the wrong things instead of loyalty to the club and the history of the club. Let's continue.
Understand at all. I thought we played awesome yesterday. Pep Guardiola has never played that way. I genuinely don't understand at all. It was a great game. Okay, I would have said that Eze should have started yesterday, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I thought we played really well. I don't understand. This is City we're talking about. This is City.
Okay, Elton. Exactly.
We've beat City before, and we wasn't playing like this. Like, what I don't understand, man is saying that we played well. How is it playing well? The fact that our centre back got cooked, Gabriel got cooked. We conceded in what, the 8th minute? We conceded in the 8th minute. We allowed Haaland to just run through scot-free. We allowed flipping Doku to cook us the majority of the game. We allowed Reinders to cook us the majority of the game. And man saying he doesn't understand what was wrong with that performance. It was a great performance. This fan base, huh? This absolute joke of a fan base. So this is what me, DJB, all of us, Lee, all of us got to tolerate, man. Big up to DJB. Unfortunately, we got Elton talking absolute merda.
Simon's going to come in a second. Dave, fellow Arsenal fan there, but he's saying you guys were awesome yesterday.
Listen. What I'm saying is that this is not the first time this manager has set up in that way, right? And he's comparing how he played against Bilbao to how he's going to play at home against Man City.
Yeah, that's
the alarm bells are ringing again. This manager cannot get us over the line. He's had ample of opportunities. He chokes in big games. He done it against PSG. If that's a Champions League first leg knockout, right, and he sets up like that, and we draw 1-1, and we've got to go away from home to get a result, we're out the competition.
Okay, Dave, listen, many good points. Before Simon comes in, Michael, you've been waiting.
I want to hear more facts from DJB. You see that? Well, he's becoming very negative. We're going to lose listeners, and let's get the next caller in. You know what I'm saying? Big up to DJB, man. Make sure you subscribe to DJB. You know what I mean? That's my brother. My motherfucking brother. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my guy DJB, man. Good guy, man. That's my broski.
What do you want to say? Good morning.
Morning, boys. First of all, first time caller, I just want to say, love the show. It's fantastic. Got a couple of quick points.
Thank you.
First point, agree with the previous caller. Arteta is a good manager, but I think after 4 or 5 years, we can blatantly see he's not the guy who's going to get us over the line. And I just want a quick little point about Danny's objectivity or potential lack of it. I think, Danny, as a former Liverpool alum, I think it suits you for us to have a manager who clearly isn't good enough to get over the line, considering we have the best squad in the league this season. And I think
we have the best squad in the league this season. According to who? According to who? Clearly, the best squad in the league is a team that won the league last season and have added to that. Yeah, we're yet to see the best from Wirtz. Ekitike has been absolutely cooking. They got Isak. They got Mo Salah. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. They got Van Dijk. Their midfield is better. In terms of the double pivot, when you got Gravenberch and you got McAllister, it's better than Arsenal's. It's better. It's better. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's crazy. If you man want to say they got the best squad in the league, then there's no excuse for this manager not to win a major honor this season, then, isn't it? Because they won a major season last season, so we should be winning one this season if our squad's the best squad in the league. It's mad, bro. These men are crazy.
required to just to be a bit more honest about what we have or what we don't have, because clearly we've got the squad, but we just don't have the manager.
Danny, can you be a bit more honest, please?
I do agree with that. We do have the squad to win the league, but we don't have the manager. That I do agree with.
Please.
I understand.
Danny,
I
please.
understand your view, but it's wrong. I actually think they're a terrific side, and I think they're Liverpool's biggest competitor this season by a long way. The problem is this. So if an Arsenal fan comes on and says Arteta can't get us over the line, right? Fine. Who are you going to get to come in and change the style to a way that gets you over the line? Who can do that?
Well, I tell you what,
Who can do that? Okay, let me tell you who can do that. You can get Mancini. He's done it before. I don't know what managers are available right now, but right now we can offer them 15 million a year and we can buy them out of the contract because we've got the money to. If we really want the manager, and there's managers out there like Conte, managers out there like Inzaghi, there's managers out there like Simeone, proven winners. They've got the defense, they've got midfield talent there. We've got a brand new striker that won an award in the Ballon d'Or. We've got Saka. We've got quality there that they can work with. I mean, you got the defenders, you got the midfielders, you got attackers. There's quality there. You want to change the system? You've got the players to. You want to play free at the back? We've got the players to be able to play free at the back. What do you want to do? So go get us a top manager. What are you saying? What manager out there? We could have got Hansi Flick before he went to Barcelona. But guess what we did? We're going to stick with Mikel. For no reason, we're going to stick with Mikel. So don't tell us who you're going to go out there and get. These are the same people that said there's no quality in the market. We went out and got Eze. We got Zubamendi. We got Gyökeres. We got Timber before. Don't tell us there ain't managers available. Buy them out of their contract the way you buy players out of their contract if you really mean business. And when top managers become available, like Ancelotti, like Hansi Flick was available, like Xavi Alonso was available, go get them. Go get them. Because what we do is drag our feet. We drag our feet when top managers are available. And then when we allow them to go to other big clubs, then we say, who's available? Well, we should have been getting these top managers when they're available. Hansi Flick being available and Arsenal allowing him to go to Barcelona before, we should have been the first ones in contact with Hansi Flick to say, you're coming here. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Thank you. How did Liverpool get Slot? I thought there's no quality out there. Who's available? Who's out there? What managers can they get? What are we doing? What are we talking about? This is just a throwaway comment to try and disregard the fact that Mikel ain't good enough. So what? Well, Mikel, if Mikel decides to go to another team, let's say, not that they would, Luis Enrique was available and we didn't go and get him. We allowed PSG to go get him. This is all under the time we're still trusting the process with Arteta. We've missed out on Luis Enrique, Hansi Flick, Ancelotti, Slot. We've missed out on Klopp. We've missed out on who? Xavi Alonso. How many more managers? Conte? 7 managers there that are more proven, better CV, better managers than this manager. 7 off the top of my head that Who was available? Well, they were available while this guy was here. And why did we go get them? Why didn't we go get them then? Do you know what I'm saying? Why didn't we go get them? But we wait for them to go to these. Then we say, "Oh, he's available." Don't do that. Don't do that. We're not hearing that. Don't do that. Do not do that.
What'll happen, Jim?
Go on.
The wish might come true, and what'll happen is they'll become more open and more easy to play against. And then all of a sudden, oh, we've lost our defensive stability, we've lost our power, we're all over the place.
What are you talking about? You like Liverpool? Do Liverpool attack or do they play defensive football? So what are you talking about? Who cares if we lose our defensive stability? We got good defenders. Play football that wins football games, that accumulates enough points and gets over the line in the crunch of the season to get over the line. Liverpool don't play like that, and they keep winning. They didn't play like that under Klopp, and they don't play like that with Slot. So what are we talking about here? Most of the winning managers play attacking football. Most of them. There's a reason for that. They go for the 3 points. Why is it all of a sudden now? Bro, just stop the nonsense, bro. Just stop the nonsense. Man's like, oh, we're going to be opening up, and then all of a sudden they lose the defensive stability. Defensive stability. We drew against Man City. How secure is this defense? Haaland ran through our defense. Defensive security. We got cooked by Man United. We're just lucky we didn't concede. It wasn't great defensively in that game. Now, what are we doing? This little fake narrative. Oh, they're so stable, so stable. Whatever. Was it stable against PSG? Was it stable against PSG?
Klopp did it in a
No, would you enjoy Liverpool if they played the way Arteta's Arsenal are playing?
I enjoy watching Liverpool, Arsenal, all the good teams because they've got great players. It's like, you mean in terms of style? Liverpool are similar to Arsenal the way they play.
Michael, if Slot was...
Liverpool are not similar to Arsenal in the way that... You're chatting absolute bollocks, bro. Liverpool are not similar. Look at the way that Liverpool played, yeah, against fucking Atletico Madrid. We don't play like that. We don't play like that. What are you talking about? Liverpool receive the ball and they play forward. What? They don't play the same football as Arsenal, bro. Liverpool always go forward. They look to attack. They dedicate players going forward. They always pass. They always pass forward. We pass backwards, sideways. We have no way of breaking teams down. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? They don't play the same style of football as Arsenal. That's bullshit. This guy, bro, barefaced liar, bro.
In the Arsenal home technical area, would Arsenal be playing that the way they played yesterday?
Absolutely not. And boys, I'm not even talking about us getting one of the top dogs like a Flick or an Enrique or a Slot. If you gave Oliver Glasner that squad, look what he just did with Crystal Palace. Look what he's doing with now. Any half-decent manager with the players we have would get more out of this team. I mean, Stevie Wonder could have seen yesterday Eze should have been starting. Martinelli should have been playing. This isn't rocket science. Our manager is blatantly holding back this team. And until we get a proper manager who can get the best, because I can't think of any elite club in Europe, Barca, Bayern, Real Madrid, who would tolerate 5 years without a trophy when he's
Michael, thanks for the call.
Just a quick, Jim, I've got to say, just a quick one.
Go on. Thanks for the call. Thanks for the call. Yeah, that's not what we want to hear. We want to hear people gassing it up. These men are trying to talk like we're not a big club. We can't have big club expectations. I don't understand it. These men are trying to justify something that they wouldn't tolerate for their club. It's just disingenuous, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Using Glasner. Glasner is a pragmatic manager, set up a formation to play counter-attack football brilliantly. You couldn't do that at Arsenal.
He's working with what he's got.
Yeah.
What do you mean we can't do that at Arsenal? We bought Unai Emery to do that, and we got to a Europa League final. Yeah, we didn't win it, but we got to a final. Are we getting 20 finals with this manager, with this style of play? Are we getting 20 finals? No. The problem is not so much that we have necessarily completely a problem with the style. A lot of Arsenal fans were on board with Arteta being more pragmatic if it led to trophies. The problem is Glasner won a trophy. We're not winning trophies. That's the difference. With more money spent. I don't care if we get Antonio Conte ball. I don't care if we have Jose Mourinho ball. As long as we get over the line. That's the difference. You can talk about styles. People have their preferences. The best style is a style that wins football. Win us football, we don't care. Win us trophies, we don't care. The style isn't working. We're dropping points. We're not looking convincing. And even our backline is getting exposed. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. Like, man's talking like, oh yeah, but other managers, yeah, you're comparing a manager that won a trophy. What trophy are we winning?
But then he'd change them, wouldn't it, Arsenal, to a degree? But we don't know that. That's just a wild stab in the dark.
We've heard from two strong-minded Arsenal fans here, Dave and then Michael. Simon, is the very element that's stopping Arsenal from getting over the line Arteta himself?
Well, I'm disinclined 5-6 games into the season to make the overall judgments. You've got a new set of players coming in there. Gyökeres is yet to fit into a framework that's been played a certain way for a number of years and they're adjusting to it. By the way, I don't think Arteta spent the entire time telling everyone that he needed a number 9. Everyone else spent the entire time telling Arteta that he needed a number 9. And he's gone and got a number 9 because the Havertz experiment has worked and not worked in equal measure. I mean,
This guy has been here how long? And we're still saying we have to give it time. Pre-season, we played absolute bullshit football. Our best performance was against Athletic Bilbao. This manager has not put a string of convincing performances. We have a number 10 looking worse than what he looked at Crystal Palace. We have a striker that won an award at the Ballon d'Or and looking a shadow of the striker that he looked at in Portugal. A shadow of that. What are we talking about here? The guy's playing players out of position. He's picking the wrong team lineup. He's playing defensive football. He's not changing it up. We're making the same mistake starting Calafiori on the left that got cooked against Man City. We started the season playing Martinelli on the left when we know he's more effective through the middle if you're going to utilize him. We're playing Moreno in the 10. These are problems from last season, a lot of these problems, apart from the 2 players that joined. So we're seeing more problems or the same reoccurring problems and issues and wrong decisions. And we're seeing players that are supposed to improve us not improving under this regime, but yet we can't criticize. That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. But we're supposed to say, oh, well, we need to give it a bit more time. You know, you can't judge it right now. What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? Like, I just don't get that. Listen, Simon Jordan, I don't know, man. He's waffling here. He's absolutely waffling. He's absolutely waffling. You know what I mean? I just completely disagree. I completely disagree. I don't understand this thing about you can't judge him, you can't judge him, you can't judge him. We can judge him. We can judge him, especially when you're doing the same mistakes. It's not like you fix certain mistakes and learn from them, and then now there's solely a new problem. No, the new additions to the team are adding to the current problems we already had from last season. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Do you know what I mean? You're waffling. The reality is you're waffling. Absolute waffle. But it is what it is. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? And Arsenal fans will listen to it and they'll justify it and all the rest of it. I'm seeing Saliba on Sky Sports. Now all of a sudden all the questionnaire and all that, whatever, man. Whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's just excuses after excuses and PR after PR. I just don't really care for it. I really don't care for it. I really don't. But there you go. This club. This club, I swear down. I've had enough, man. I've had enough. Let me put the link out if anyone does want to jump on. Put the link out. Let me put the link out. I'm knackered, bro. Fucking hell, what am I doing? Fucking hell, what am I doing? All right, there we go. Fucking hell, I'm exhausted. This club is just so jarring, man. So jarring. Do you know what I mean? I've had enough, man. I actually had enough of watching this club. I've had enough of talking about this club and I've had enough of this club, man. Oh, it's pinned. Oh, I don't think it was pinned. But yeah, man, big up to everyone that's locked in, man. What's man saying? This honestly makes me appreciate my manager even more, winning us the league and not being scared to go head to head. So I mean, man, it's tough. It's tough being an Arsenal fan, man. I was in year 7 when Arteta was hired. I'm now in uni. How much time does it take? It takes a long time, bro. You need the pieces. You need the, it's a project. It takes time, bro. It takes time. You know what I mean? Guarantee that Eze would have been balling out at Spurs. Favoritism has screwed a lot of this squad over. Well, you look at the way that they got a tune out of Javi Simmons, bro. He changed the game for Spurs against what? Brighton? Yeah, Brighton. Brighton was bopping him at half time. They bring on Javi Simmons, play him in the 10, play him in his main position, and all of a sudden they get a performance. It's not rocket science. It really ain't rocket science. Liverpool getting the most out of Ekitike, playing him as a striker. They're not playing him in the midfield. They're not doing the Havertz experiment. They ain't doing all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's just here, bro. It's just at Arsenal. You know what I mean? This is what it is, man. They're talking like he's a new manager. That's what they like to do, bro. That's what they like to do. That's what these men are about. You know what I mean? That's what these men are about. But yeah. When I keep seeing the Arteta hate is an illness, I'm like, what are you lot talking about, man? What are you lot talking about? It's just it's mad. It's mad. Honestly, this club is jarring, man. This club is jarring. I can't lie. But yeah, the excuses will continue. The excuses will continue. Look at this here. Let me see this here. Let me hold on. Right, let me get this up. Hold on. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Where is it? There we go. Let's hear this about Saliba's new contract.
There is this kind of worry and anxiety at Arsenal within the group about whether they can get over the line. Well, we're not seeing that with regards to how many players that could get moves somewhere else tomorrow, especially in Saliba's case. We keep hearing about Real Madrid sniffing around and all the rest of it. It's amazing to me that they don't feel that way at all. And it gives me reason to be calm. It gives me reason to believe. Also, if, Mikel Arteta was the major problem at Arsenal and wasn't allowing the team to go out and do what's required, and, there was a feeling that he was holding the team back from achieving its maximum in terms of the potential, then why would all these players be putting pen to paper? They believe in the project. And I know that we haven't got over the line with one of the big ones yet, but they believe in it. So why shouldn't we?
Because they're not, the players shouldn't be making decisions on the manager. That should be from the owner. And when the ownership hires a manager, there's an expectation. When that expectation is not fulfilled, whether the players, every time a manager gets sacked, there's players that like the manager because of the amount of game time that they have, the fact that they're favorites, or whatever the case may be. Maybe the manager brought them to the club. Multiple reasons why players can get behind a manager. That doesn't mean that that's the right decision. When you go to work, you don't make executive decisions, do you? The people above you make those executive decisions. And that's how it should be at this football club. Shouldn't be down to the players, should be down to the owner. And the problem is, man's talking about, but these players are happy with it, so why aren't we? I don't care. I don't care if Saliba's comfortable here. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, it shows more about him than it does about what should be done. He should be leaving if he had any ambition. Clearly, Saliba's comfortable. Clearly, Saliba's not a winner. Clearly, Saliba just wants to be at a club where he starts week in, week out, can get into the French team and have an easy life with no expectation at club level. For me, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for a player to have that mentality at my football club. I want winners because I want this team to be a winner. Did Michael Jordan have this kind of mentality? Or did he have a winning mentality? Do you know what I'm saying? All elite sportsmen have that mentality. They want to be at the top, play for top teams, and win trophies. What are we talking about? Do you know what I mean? What are we talking about? Oh, the players believe in the manager, so why can't we? I don't care. Players will do whatever suits their agenda, narrative, whatever it is that they want out of the game. Maybe money, comfortability, whoever's paying them the most, that's on them, innit? As a fan, I want my club to be successful. And I want people that have the same mind frame for my club to be successful. And if a player doesn't align with that, then they can go. I don't care if you're the talent of Saliba. If you haven't got the winning mentality, I don't really want you here. You're wasting my time. What are you here for? What are you here for? Just get paid. The players believe in the manager. Of course. Clearly, he likes players that got his same mentality. It is what it is. The players believe in him. We should believe in him. What kind of nonsense is this?
It's kind of my my way of thinking and looking at it. That doesn't mean that you can't question decisions. That doesn't mean that you can't be disappointed with certain results, certain outcomes. Of course you can. But in the grand scheme of things, this is a big kind of reminder of the fact that those that are living and breathing it every day and are responsible for delivering, they really do trust that we are moving in the right direction.
Cool. If we finish the season, let's just say we finish the season with this kind of mentality and logic. If Arsenal finish the season, yeah, let's just say we're not going to, but if we finish the season 15th, but all the players believe in the manager, should we keep the manager then? Should we keep the manager? If we finish 15th, but Saliba still believes, Saka still believes, Gabriel still believes, Skelly still believes, does that mean what? Does that mean that we should keep the manager then? Well, the players believe. The players still want to give it another go, so the manager shouldn't get sacked, no? Like, what are we doing, man? What are we actually doing here? Like, I never heard so much waffle, man. Honestly, it's nonsense. Also, I don't believe that the players believe in the manager. They didn't look too happy versus Port Vale yesterday, bro. They're miserable, and it's written all over their faces. I don't care what they say, bro. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's mad. It's mad. As long as the players are happy, doesn't matter about the objectives of the club. As long as the players are happy, we shouldn't make any decisions. We shouldn't do anything. We should just get behind it. It's just ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah, it's a cult, bro. It definitely is a cult. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone that's locked in. What's this? It's crazy. Even the most positive people, they're still struggling. They're still struggling to try and defend this. They're still struggling to defend this. You can't defend this nonsense, bro. You can't defend this nonsense, honestly. But yeah, the cult is strong. The cult is strong. Players are getting disgruntled. You can see in their faces. They don't like the playing style and the lineups. Eze looks bored on the pitch. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's actually mad. It's actually mad. But yeah, man. But yeah, flipping out. I don't know what's happened to my back. My back's hurting. Oh. My back is killing me. Oh, my days. I can't lie. I can't lie. These mad late streams, yeah, it's been mad. I can't even lie. Big up to everyone that's been supporting, though. Do you know what I mean? Everybody locked in, everyone's supporting, though. I don't know what's happening with my back, bro. Bruv, even ESPN are cooking Arteta. They know the end is near, bro. They know the end is near. This can't last too much longer, whether it's this year or next year. Trust me. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, my days, my back has been killing me, bro. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my seating position. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a girl talk, innit? There's going to be girl talk tomorrow. I got a friend that's going to come to my yard, and we're going to do girl talk, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're going to be doing girl talk tomorrow. So tomorrow's girl talk is going to be good. It's going to be in person. It's going to be in my living room. So it's gonna be like you remember for everyone that was watching the shows when I had like Rashid come down, everything else like that, and I said only talk. Yeah, it's gonna be girl talk, man. It's gonna be good. I can't even lie, man. Tomorrow gonna do girl talk, and yeah, the girl that's gonna do it, she's calm. She's thinking of doing a channel in it. So I told her like do a channel. We'll support her in it. Like she's calm. You can talk to her on a level. She's a good girl. But yeah, you can chat to her on a level. So tomorrow is gonna be girl talk, and obviously I'm gonna try do an earlier stream. Nah, it's a normal channel, bro. Man's like, yo, what channel? Like, nah, she ain't even opened the channel yet. Like, I told her to, innit? I told her to, because she's cool to talk to, man. She's calm, man. You can talk to her on the level, like on the level. You know what I mean? Man, saying what kind of channel? Nah, man, calm. You know what I mean? So yeah, she so yeah, I don't think she's ever streamed before. So she's Polish, innit? So we're gonna do some drink it, like we're gonna have some drinks, whatever, and Maggie, whatever, some Polish drinks or whatever. And we're just gonna do girl chat, innit? It's gonna be good, trust me, it's gonna be good. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be good. I know you're messing, but yeah, man, because I ain't done girl talk in a while, man. I ain't done girl talk in a while. Is it? What chair is it? The thing is, I'm moving though, innit? That's the thing. That I got a brand new chair, yeah. My ex bought me a brand new gaming chair, yeah. Downstairs, I didn't open it. We ain't together. I'm like, take it back, go sell it, do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't want your chair. But yeah, so I got a brand new chair. You know what I mean? But it's all boxed in and everything. I'm like, I'm leaving here, like, so this yard will be sold by December, innit? So December's going to be a big month. Obviously, Christmas come around, but yeah, December's going to be when the house will be sold. January, I should be moving to Madrid in January. So that's gonna be mad. I can't wait. 2 more weeks before I go to Madrid, a holiday. 2 more weeks before I move to Madrid on holiday, and yeah, man, it should be sick. Like, yeah, I'm saying it should be sick. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Madrid. Obviously, I'm going Madrid. I'm gonna try to go Barcelona as well. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So yeah, man, everything's moving forward, man. They told me 12 weeks and the house is sold. I'm probably gonna move out like start of December. I'll probably spend like the Christmas month, December month back at my mum's, and then yeah, Christmas month back at my mum's, and then move to Spain. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to get out of here. You know what I mean? I'm done with England. You know what I mean? Maybe I go and I miss England. Maybe I don't think so, but like, you know what I mean? And then every time I want to see my mum and stuff, I'll just pay for her to come down. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Having a girl over tomorrow, yeah, for a stream. Going to Barcelona soon, bro. You're living your best life. Good for you. Big up, bro. Of course, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course, bro. Like, you gotta move forward in life, man. You gotta move forward. Obviously, a lot of you already know. Like, I'm not with my ex and that. Do you know what I mean? She was crashing out yesterday, absolutely crashing out. That's what I'm saying about, like, just being bitter in it. Like, it's like she wants me to suffer. I ain't gonna suffer. I'm gonna live my best life. My best life. You know what I mean? My best life. But that's the thing with life, innit? You learn, innit? Like, you learn what you want, what you don't want. Like, in terms of like culturally, like, she was really good. Nikes was really good culturally. I think culturally we got on perfect. Music, culture, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like not dealing with your problems and stuff, nah, bro, I ain't dealing with that no more. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not dealing with people's traumas, bro. Sort your traumas out. We're in our 30s. Sort it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Sort it out. Like, yesterday got it cleared up, in it, because she's trying to run with the narrative of like, oh, he cheated. Yesterday locked it all down. Yeah, I'm saying locked it all down. She apologized. I'm like, yeah, go apologize. Go run to the people that you ran your mouth about that I cheat. She's like, yeah, you didn't cheat. I just assumed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, exactly. Yeah, I'm saying don't try and chat shit. You know what I mean? That's what some women do, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's what some women do, bro. They invent stuff, and then it's all to make you look like the prick and them look like the innocent one, innit? Because obviously she was embarrassed to tell people that I ended it with her because she was just being disrespectful, innit? Obviously, some lack of accountability, innit? When we talk about accountability, there's bare women that dodge accountability. Like they're never to blame about anything. Oh, not me. I didn't do anything. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, anyone that you're with, if they can't accept accountability, trust me, bounce. Because they'll hold you accountable for anything, but then you hold them like, there's excuses. Do you know what I'm saying? The worst thing is just like I'm trying to watch the game. Like I was literally not that Port Vale wasn't a big game. Now she want to talk to me. Sorry, I'm busy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have no conversation. Like I got the game to watch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, disrespect, bro. I ain't tolerating no disrespect. Are you mad? Are you mad? Life is short, man. Imagine as well having kids and then you make kids and then the kids are seeing dad getting disrespected. Are you mad? You can bounce. You can bounce, man. You know what I'm saying? You can bounce, bro. I literally dumped my ex for assumed cheating. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. And then I was like calm in it. Like I was talking calm, yeah. And then she was like, look at you. Oh, calm. And I'm like, why are you mocking me because I'm calm in it? You're just bitter because I don't need you. Like, come to the yard, yeah. Like everything's calm in it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all bitterness and not just nasty, bro. Like, trust me, breakups, yeah, people just get nasty, bro. When like you'll respect them, they'll just disrespect you. Just disrespect you. You know what I mean, just like, what's the need? Like, talk calmly, like, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I've got my food. Mumsy, big up to Mumsy. Mumsy's been like, I've been going there getting the Tupperware. My mum's been like cooking for me, whatever. Put the food down. I still make myself like, you know, I love bagels. I do myself my own food, bagels, my ramen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the house is about 90% clean. I need to hoover. I've been doing my own lawn, doing my shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? They want to see you suffering. They want to see, you can't live without me. No, I can live without you. I was living before I met you. Do you know what I mean? Someone doesn't upgrade your life. Someone doesn't help you, and there's no point, bro. There's no point. Trust me. Bitter people and people that just like always carrying their traumas and what, nah, bro. It's too much. It drags you down. That's the thing. Like it drags you down, bro. You know what I mean? It drags you down. That's the thing with Hispanic women, amazing girlfriends, wives, but horrible exes to deal with. I'm telling you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I just had to tell her it straight. Like, you fucked up. Last 5 years, yeah, I was doing everything. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like working on YouTube, working my normal job, working hard, like focused, like weren't going to the club all the time, like proper focus. I'm like, that's when you're gonna be acting like this. Nah, bro, you can go. You can go. You don't deserve all the blessings that are coming my way. You don't deserve it. You know what I mean? And it was always like, what's in it for me? Like, if you make it big on YouTube, you're gonna leave me. It's all negative talk. Do you know what I'm saying? Negative, bro. I swear down, a negative. I can only talk from the perspective of a man, but a negative woman is, bro. And it's sad because it wasn't always like that, but nah, a negative woman will drag you down, bro. You need to, it's like a lifeboat, like you got to save yourself. It's like a life jacket, bro. You got to save yourself, bro. You know what I mean? You got to save yourself. Some people just drag you down. You know what I mean? What's this? What did Ludog said? Had a row with one of my brothers. He hasn't dealt with his trauma from our dad, and he placates it onto me, insults, belittles me, my education, obsessed with politics, and focuses little on his emotional impulses and the harms his words cause. Ludog, I got a sister, I got an older sister. She's like that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I got an older sister that's like that. She had to like help my mum raise me and my younger sister, and she's like bitter about it. And I just like, nah, mum, I'm not your husband, innit? I love you, but I'm not your husband. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to just like have no life and have to deal with everything that you got to deal with. You're my parent, and I'm not your parent, innit? But my sister got bitter about it and became bitter as well. Just bitter people. Like, I'm not gonna say it's all women. I've never ever everything I say, I'm not saying it only applies to women. I just speak of women because obviously, I mean, I'm a man, but it's one of those ones, Lou Dog. Like, I'm not saying cut him off. I know it's your brother, it's your decision. I don't want to say cut him off, yeah, but you have to limit the time around those people because it starts affecting you. Like, you gotta have a healthy environment. Like, my sister's unbearable. I'm not saying that your brother's like that, yeah, but my older sister is unbearable. So now we just have no contact. Life is much better. Like, we just literally have no contact because I'm just like, nah, like, I don't need somebody that, like, my older sister, like, every time I win in life, yeah, she's always envious. Always, like, talking bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's always like, bro, she's 40 and she's still crying. Oh, poor me. I didn't have my dad. I'm like, I didn't have my dad. Oh, I had to help mum. Yeah, but if I was the oldest, I would have probably have had to help mum. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I wasn't allowed to go out and all that. And it's like, bro, you're 40 with 2 kids and you're still crying about, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course there's things that affect us. There's no doubt about that. But when you start weaponizing your things that went wrong with your life and then you weaponize it to be nasty to other people, there's no excuse for that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like, hey, bro, there's siblings here that just hate on you. Like every time my younger sister, she wins, yeah, and big up to her, I ain't gonna say what she does, but she's winning in life, yeah. She's always negative, like toxic, negative, like, oh, do you think her job is good? Oh, I don't think so. Like my older sister, she got a friend, yeah, and she's just bashing her friend, like, oh, she thought that, see, this is what happens when you don't get married. Oh, she's pregnant again. And I'm like, you don't need to be nasty. Like, the girl, like, it wasn't actually her fault. She was in a relationship. The guy, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't live up to what it was. Like, things happen. Like, have a bit of empathy. Like, no empathy. My sister would just chat shit about you straight up. My sister got no empathy, bro. No empathy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always like, you see. Oh, why is she dressing like that? She looking like a slag. I'm like, bro, that's your best friend, and you're talking about her like that, like making her cry and that. I'm like, what kind of? She does it to everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Does it to everyone. Like, that's my older sister I'm talking about, not my ex. But yeah, bro. Lou Dog, just have a safe distance, wherever that is, and don't let that affect your life because that negative talk it's toxic. It's toxic, man. What are you telling me, my guy? Long time.
Bro, it's been a while. How are you? Can you hear me?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, bro. Your late shows kill me, man.
Huh?
They ruin my sleep, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
But I thought, listen, I just wanted to drive for as few minutes before I go back to bed.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Are you seeing anyone at the moment? Anything like, no?
No, man. Single life. I'm loving it.
Wait,
I've been on a few dates recently,
single?
but yeah, you know, obviously it's very early days, so you know, we'll see what happens. So I'm not stressing out, man. You know.
Do you prefer being single?
Yeah, but only if you know if the right person comes along, you know. So I'm always open to that. So I've had a few close calls, but it just didn't go quite the distance, if you know what I mean.
What do you think? Like, what do you think? Like, obviously, only say what you're comfortable to say. But what do you think has been the main reason why it hasn't gone the distance with those close calls?
I'd say the past me. I was in the right place, you know. So, a lot of shit going on in my life personally at the time. So obviously, it's just annoying because obviously, obviously I'm in a great place right now, you know, life and everything. Life is great. I just wish that was the case 10 years ago, for example, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even 5 years ago. So, hello. Hi, live chat. Bro, I've missed your whole show, but I've just seen the thumbnail and you cooking chess.
Huh?
I don't even know,
I wouldn't even.
I don't even know what's going on. I was like, what? Northside's cooking Jess. Oh, it's been a while.
Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't even really cook. I just pointed out the hypocrisy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know
I mean,
she's gonna cry, innit? She's gonna cry.
I
It's gonna
mean,
get back to her. She's gonna cry. So I was
I
like,
mean,
let me just.
I mean, bro, if it's on the internet, I mean, it's fair game. So it's there. So what can you do? Like, oh, well, she's talking about that. Okay, let's see what she's got to say. And then,
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah.
the tide's turning, bro. But let's be honest, it's been turning for years, and I've definitely noticed that a lot more this year. It's the year of the demise, bro.
Yeah, bro. This is the thing, though. Yeah, we've seen this before, though. Static. Yeah, they do this, and then a couple of results. You know what I'm saying? A couple of results after the Newcastle game, we'll get a couple of wins. Newcastle win this, and this, and then all of a sudden, boom. You know what I'm saying? Everything's great again. Everything's amazing again. Believe we're so excited. Everything's they've done it so many years. We know the cycle, innit?
Yeah, and like people forget, like we went through this even just recently, like 5 years ago. You know, we went through this, man. You know, nothing's changed.
So I'm saying, man, you know the game right now. It's when there's no excuses. It's basically they know it's popular right now to question the manager, but they'll question it to a point, innit? They'll question it to a point, and they'll always leave themselves open to be like, maybe Mikel can change.
Bro.
And then if we get a result, he's changed. He's learnt now. He's learnt stuff.
But it was the same even when we were, bottom after 3 games, and Tottenham were top of the league. You're receiving the same excuses, get him out, the ones that were supporting him, get him out. And now, then we start to pick up results, and then, he's fine. So it's just, our fan base never learn. It's just, just the fact, even, bro, I've got Arteta following me on Instagram, and I'm just telling them the same thing. It's just like, I tell them what Kenny's told me, and he tells everyone, at some point, you have to say, when is enough, At some point, you've got to say, you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of this. I want my club back, It's just...
Every time you finish in second, it's like, if you ever chat up a girl and they're teasing, and she's acting like she really likes you. And then as soon as she gets what she wants, maybe a drink or something, I gotta go, babe. The girls are going. I'll see you later. Bye. And the whole time she was leading you on, wasting your time when you could have been talking to somebody else. That's what it is. And you're just like, what's the point? What was all of this for? Like, why did you waste my time? Do you know what I mean?
I've been there, done that, worn a t-shirt. Not nice. It's not nice.
Bro, that's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. And that's what it is with this manager, yeah. It's all just a little tease, bro. Like, we can almost win. And then it's like, we don't win. Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
Look, but I get the fact that he says, I commend him for saying he wants to win, but, I want to see more conviction. Like, prove it. Go and win then the next, the nearest trophy, or the trophy you're most likely going to win, like such as the League Cup. Let's be honest, we're a better chance to win the League Cup and FA Cup than the League and Champions League. Champions League, no way. People think we're going to reach the final this season.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't even think we're going to win that, bro. I don't even think we're going to win that.
The way we're playing right now, there's no way in heck we're going to get to the final. No way. I'm so surprised we even got to the semi-final last season, but oh well.
It's just boring, bro. Even against like Port Vale, it's just boring. Like watching this team. You remember when watching this team, like we'd play some amazing football, bro. Even when we were getting slapped by Bayern and that, The one thing, The one thing we had, I'm not saying that was fun. Don't, you know what I mean? Chat, don't get me wrong. No. You know what I mean? But it was still entertaining to watch Wenger's football. His football was really entertaining. It's like, I'm not saying that I prefer entertainment over trophies. I want trophies ultimately, but it's like, what does this manager bring anymore? Like, there's no trophies, there's no entertainment. You don't get to see your best players play. Do Do you know what I'm saying? Because certain ones are on the bench. There's favoritism. There's players that you look at and you go, oh my God, he's starting. Oh, it's gonna be a long day. Oh, what's the team like? The thing is, yeah, our whole mood is set as soon as you look at the lineup. We look at the lineup with
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not exciting at all, bro. You look at the lineup, you're like, fuck my day. Oh my days. What did Dan Pot say against Man City? He goes, when I look at the lineup, I'll decide, I'll know if it's gonna be a good day or a bad day. Look at the lineup, 3D up. All right, cool, yes, long day. Long day. Long day. What's even the point?
Can I just say the fact that Marino started it against Port Vale, right? He started that game, didn't he?
Who?
Marino. Mikel Marino.
Did he start against Port Vale? Let me see again. I can't even remember anymore. That's how much
The game was so bad, I can't even remember.
The game was so bad, I can't remember.
I block it out. It's just like,
Yeah, he started. Yeah, Moreno started up front.
Bro, we finally won a game since he started.
We finally won a game since he started. And he didn't even do anything. That's mad. That's so done. It's jarring, man. It's actually jarring that.
The thing is, I like him. He's a decent player, but not for Arsenal. Definitely not. Any other club, yeah, that's fine. But
he's done better than what I expected playing as a striker. Kind of a bit like Ben White. Remember when we got Ben White, played him centre back, and we're like, nah, man.
Yeah,
this is gonna be bad. Like,
yeah. I mean, he's like, bro,
Go on.
£50 million. I still can't believe we paid that much for him. But since he's switched to right back, yeah, it's worked out really well for him. I agree with that comment. The comment you just showed before. Yeah, you can't play like crap and just every game. So listen, I was going to say, I said I had this conversation with you before in the past where, listen, I'm more for playing pragmatic football, but it has to be limited. You know, you can't play it every week because it's not sustainable.
No, it's not. It's not sustainable. It's not. And I don't know if he's going to get sacked this season, but I 1,000,000,000% believe he doesn't last the end of next season. I don't know. I might be wrong.
We hope.
I hope I'm wrong. I can't wait to be wrong. But it's just. But then again, who do you think we would appoint? Like, I don't know who they would appoint. What managers are available obviously at the moment? By the
I
time
can name one right now. I could tell you one, Northside.
Who's available?
Roberto Mancini.
Anybody else? Because that's the type of signing. That's the type of manager this club won't go for.
Pretty much anyone that's won a trophy, bro. Within the last 5 years, anyone that's won a trophy with the last 5 years, even the last 12 months, yeah, Arsenal not going to go for them. So I only just put Mancini because he's
Gareth Southgate.
Well, he fits the PR.
He's British. He understands the club.
He relegated one club, Middlesbrough. Oh my god,
bro! Sergio Conceição is available, but I don't think he would do bits in the Prem. I can't lie. I
think he's decent, but there's a but.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him. Xavi's available.
Well, at least he won a trophy.
We could do worse with the ones that are available.
Look, I like Xavi, so I've got nothing against the guy. Listen, phenomenal player he was. As a coach, yeah, he was very good because obviously he won the league in his first season for Barca, and then obviously didn't work out the season after. So
Van Nistelrooy is available.
No.
Do you get what I mean? It's just like we had so many chances to get beat good managers.
The funny thing is, yeah, I agree. Right. The funny thing is, he won the Dutch Cup for PSV Eindhoven, and then everything just went downhill for him after he left PSV. And that was literally a few years ago he won it.
I can't even lie. Bear these men, I don't even know who they are.
These managers, I don't even know who they are, man. I swear down. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe with if the sporting director has a say, and to be fair, let's be real to Berta, he's actually doing a really good job. He's doing a really good job. I know I critiqued him at the start of the transfer window, but the way it's ended,
Bro, I did too. I was like, but he proved me wrong by getting Eze and Gyökeres over the line. So, and I guess to some degree, Hincapié as well, or Hincapié, however you pronounce it. Of course, I'm going to mess that up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even like to renew certain contracts as well. I think Berta's done really well. I think the only area I'd like to see improve from Berta is our player sales. That's really it. Like, that's my main one. Like, obviously, I wasn't. If he continues to keep buying like Keppers and Norgards, I will still critique him. I think overall his job, I think 7.5 to an 8, I think is fair. I think the one main area was the way he needed to sell players, but at the same time, he didn't cause that. So I'd probably give Berta an 8 to be fair, because that wasn't really the mess that he created. Do you know what I mean? But I do think he can improve in that area. But I think all in all, I think I'd give him an 8 out of 10 in terms of what he's done at the club so far. Especially it's only been one window. I think he overall did a very good job, to be fair.
No, fair enough. I'd probably give him maybe 6. So,
6?
Yeah. Only because of the fact that, I know we got rid of Kivior and Fabio Vieira, but technically they haven't been sold yet. They've only gone on loan with an option to buy and an obligation to buy. So, because we don't know if this is going to work out for both players. I hope it does. That way we can finally sell both. Well, I know Kivior is an obligation to buy, but with conditions. But Fabio Vieira is the one I'm concerned about because that one's an option to buy. But look, I hope it works out for him at Hamburg in Germany in the Bundesliga. So please, but look, long may it continue.
I hear that. Yeah, I think the Madueke, Kepa, Norgard, I think those are the Arteta signings. I think obviously they're still backing him. He's not going to win every war, and I don't think like I just don't see Berta saying, "Yeah, Madueke is what we need." I just don't personally. I don't.
Wouldn't surprise me if he didn't, but he's like, But I mean, you only have to look at us signing Gyökeres and Eze and the way Arteta's treating them. It's clear sign he never won those players. I mean, look at Šeško. Look at Šeško. Wenger. Arteta's been trying to get him for the past 12 months, 18 months. Even the transfer window just closed. He still wanted to sign, but yeah, we dodged a bullet there with Šeško so far.
No, I hear that, man. Would
That's
you
a good question.
Tuchel after the World Cup? I know his style ain't great. I'll take him. I'll take
same. At least he's won trophies.
Won trophies, man. Won trophies. He
In
knows
what,
how to
18
get
months
over
at
the line.
Chelsea?
Huh?
He won what? 4 trophies in 18 months for Chelsea?
Yeah,
Something
won the
like
Champions League.
Then won the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 2 or 3 trophies. Yeah.
We just need a winner. That's all it is. We just keep getting winners. And if he doesn't work out, sack him. Get another winner. Get Mancini. So whatever. Just keep getting winners. All we want, is that we appoint the best that we can get that are winners that have a CV that have credentials. That's literally all we want. Like, I know we're not gonna love the football. Like, is Tuchel football gonna be better than Xavi? No, but is he more decorated? Cool. He's got trophies. Won Champions League. Whatever, like as long as it results in trophies, at the end of the day, I can say I don't love the football from Tuchel, but at the end of the day, if I'm lifting a major honor, I'm not gonna complain, am I? Like I'm going to be like, all right, well, do you know what I mean? Like Tuchel wins the Champions League at Arsenal, you're a club legend.
And bro, like for myself, I just want Arsenal to win a damn trophy, especially because, bro, I work with Tottenham fans, and every week I'm still getting it. They don't understand, bro. They don't understand the shit I get every week, every month. They're still rubbing it in my face that they won the Europa League, it hurts. It hurts, man. And I can't talk. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. I can't do anything until we win the league title to at least come close to matching it, if not European trophy. So, but I guarantee that even if, let's say hypothetically, Arsenal win the League Cup or FA Cup this season, it's not going to happen. Because I already said to you, bro, we're not going to win anything. I said to you before the start of the season, we're not going to win anything. We're going to win no trophies this season. I guarantee it. Hope I'm wrong. That's all I want, just to be proven wrong. But even if we do, let's say hypothetically again, to win the League Cup or FA Cup this season, at least, I guarantee I'm still going to get a lot of shit from Tottenham fans because it's like, well, it's not a European trophy. I can't win, bro. I just can't win.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's long, man. It's flipping long. But listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Static as well for jumping on.
Pleasure,
And yeah, we done 2.5. Yeah, I done 2.5 hours. Right? I'm knackered, bro. Them 6-hour streams, bro. Like they're great, but then after you're like, I feel dead. You know what I'm saying? To then get up in the morning and try and do a show in the morning, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, I love the work rate, but you do need to try and slow down a little bit. Don't ruin your sleep. Take it from me. I know.
But bro, I gotta work, bro. Like at the end of the
That's
day,
what I mean.
like,
But I got to get up in a few hours as well.
yeah, bro. Like it's gotta work in it, and like now it's like I'm just making my money from YouTube. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta work. As long as I get enough sleep, because I'm type of person, I need at least 7 hours, bro. I need at
Same.
least 7 hours.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
same.
can't function. Like I can't function. Do you know what I mean?
Same, man. Yeah.
Like Lee's a vampire, bro. Like that guy only needs he just needs 3 hours sleep, bro. I don't even know if he's sleeping. He's still like listening to music and that. It's like he don't switch off. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I remember like when I went to Spain and he's like, yo, you going bed? Yeah, it's bedtime now. It's bedtime now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no. I'm like, bro, if I ain't going clubbing, then I'm going sleep, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, man, I need to sleep, bro. He's like, oh, look at him. He's going to go sleep. I'm like, I don't care, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Him and Tao, bro, they're zombies, bro. I remember one time I got up, yeah. I got out of my room, yeah. I was going to go to the toilet. I see Tao there, yeah, moving like a zombie, bro. He's like this. I said, bro, you've drank too much, bro. Go sleep. He's like, yo, North. I'm like, North, nothing, bro. Move out the way, bro. I'm going toilet, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's there, like, I was like, nah, bro. This is some demonic possession. Do you know what I'm saying? Ninjutsu, some demonic ninjutsu he's doing there. I don't know what he's doing, bro. Just get out. Nah, bro.
At least he's not asking for your brains.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean,
well, before you end the show, do you mind if I promote my Instagram?
No, go on. Go ahead. Go on, shout it out.
Okay, live chat. You can find me on Instagram, which is static__5. I do actually upload content on there, talk about Arsenal. There was someone in live chat previously who said, "Oh, Static, why don't you join live streams?" And I responded by saying, "I actually do upload content. I'm like Kenny. I upload content on Instagram, and like if I get invited on channels like yours, and if I can join, yeah, cool." So I just happened to be awake and I couldn't sleep. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna keep my bro company, and now I can go back to sleep." But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, and yeah, you obviously can find me anywhere within the football YouTube community. Mostly Arsenal, but yeah, and that's it for me. And everyone, please do like and subscribe. Northside, he always put out great content. He never disappoints.
Thank you. Nah, do you know what? Nah, thank you. I think even till now, I don't watch my stuff. I don't like watching my stuff back. Like when I got to clip it up, I just like clipping it up when there's other people. Like, I'm
I see the ones with Fuad there and Liam Fuad. I saw that one.
That Fuad, bro. That guy, bro. He's a menace, bro. He's an absolute menace. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's an absolute
It's just, yeah. And it was only like literally last year and the year before that where he said, I've had enough of Arteta. And then he switches again. I'm like, bro, something ain't right with you, bro. We love you, bro, but something ain't right.
He loves it. He just remember when he said, I don't care. And I'm whatever North says, I'm against. Whatever he says, I'm against. That's it.
How long is that? How long has he been doing that now? What, 4 years?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm
And he says, I'm doing the opposite. I was like,
I'm telling you that, bro.
It's gonna be long. It's gonna be a long year again.
It's gonna be a mad year, bro. I swear down. This season, I think it's gonna erupt. I think it's gonna be mad this season. I think, bro. Like, I think it's gonna be a mad year this year. I think Rance even said it. Like, Rance was like, "Yo, North, like, big up." Like, he's like, I think it was a couple weeks ago. He's like, "Yo, this season, get ready, bro. Get ready. This season is gonna go crazy. Like, this whole Arteta in Arteta war is gonna be resolved this year." But yeah, man, I can't lie. But I'm enjoying it, man. You know what? You know when you've worked around some toxic people, like the work job I just left,
Yeah.
Flipping toxic, bro. Like people just backstabby, two-faced. Like, you know when you leave a job like that, you just feel relieved. You're like, I'm so happy to leave that job.
Bro, it's not just that. It's all the politics and favoritism. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Never ends.
I hate it, bro. You know, some people as well, like they've got no life, like their whole life is work, and then they're like, "Oh, you're not doing overtime." Like, fuck off, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No. And then they're like, "Oh, you earn too much money, you don't need overtime." No, bro. If I want to earn other money, I just don't want to do it here because it's just shit here. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to spend it more. Or like the guilt trip, like with certain jobs, like the guilt trip, like, "Oh, well, you're not going to work this weekend." Oh, but we need somebody to cover. It's like, okay, but it's optional. Yeah, but it's optional. Yeah, but to be no, I don't feel appreciated on my normal shift, so I'm gonna do extra shift. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's facts.
I'm telling you, bro. So yeah, man, I'm just so
listen,
happy
bro.
from that.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for you, bro. Like I said, you've got to put yourself first.
Yeah, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, just too many environments like that in the UK. I don't know. Like, I've had
bro. I know. I agree. I know.
Worst, yeah. Do you know what's the worst? You know when you hate a job, yeah. You don't. It may not even be what you do. It's just where you're working, who you're working for, and you're like, you wake up, you look at the sky, you look at the scene, like, how do I call in sick today? Like, what do I do? Like, I've already used doctor's appointment.
Sometimes,
You know what I'm saying? Well, when I do doctor's appointment, I would take like more than half the day. I'm like, my doctor's appointment is far. I used to live here. Like, I got to go there. It's literally 10, 15 minutes, isn't it? But I'm like, it's hard to get to, like, just rinse it out and then come back like after lunchtime and be like, there's a lot of traffic, there's roadworks, and and then they're like, they can't say any because they can't disprove it, innit?
Because it happens every day. If it's not the traffic, it's a tube strike. If it's not a tube strike, it's a bus strike. It never ends. It never ends.
I mean, yeah, bro. It's one of I think that's why a lot of people are now looking for like being an entrepreneur, doing their own thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I think that's why a lot of people like big up to this new generation and the fact that they have certain tools that we didn't have when we was a lot younger, but they're like, nah, I want to work for myself, whether it's clothing line, whether it's stocks, whether it's any form of social media and stuff like that. I think they're realizing that the dream of before of buying a house, getting a good job and stuff like that, I feel like that dream is kind of outdated, bro. I can't lie. The whole house, kids and that, it's like, you don't need to own a property. Just make sure you got money in the bank. Why do you need a property? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't necessarily need a property, like, and then you have the freedom to go wherever you want if your life takes you there and you get that opportunity. Do you know what I mean? I think when you got when you get on a property ladder, you're tied down. And the thing is, like, you know how it goes, like when you remortgage and then it can go up, like you're paying more, and it's just the whole thing's long. Something breaks, you got to spend money on that. Like, you already got a car that you're maintaining if you drive, then you're maintaining a house. It's just it's just long. Like, it's nice to a degree that it's yours, but at the same time, it doesn't give you flexibility. Like,
if you want to live somewhere else and stuff like that. Like me, like I want to just, obviously the house is sold and everything, but I'm still tied here.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? It does make you a slave to the bank. You have to earn a certain type of money, because now you can't just go, well, I just want to go somewhere cheaper. Let me just be like, do you know what? Downsize my life, and maybe I just rent a room, but then I have the freedom to just like pay less and be able to travel more, or to be able to do loads of other things or other activities and stuff like that. I just feel like it's a trap. Like, to an extent, it's a trap. Like, yeah, I don't think it's all. I've been there now. I've done it. I don't think it's all that is. Do you know what I mean? That is cut out to me.
Yeah, man. Fast.
You know, but I think that's why a lot of people as well stay in like toxic jobs and that, because of the expenses. Like, oh, I got a mortgage, I got this, I got that. Like, I have to earn a certain type of money.
but also there's not enough good job offers going around as well. You know, it's in my experience, it's quite rare. So I was very fortunate that when I lost one of my previous jobs, I managed to secure a lucrative job offer, and where I was able to fortunately earn a lot more money than currently right now. Well, now than 5 years ago, for example. So, yeah, because I get it. There are people out there that just like they can't leave a certain job because there's nothing better out there. So, and which I agree in, it is. You'd have to work really hard to hopefully for that to work out. And fortunately for me, as I worked really hard, it has worked out. So, but like I said, it's different everywhere.
Yeah, but like you said, it's taking you a while, depending on your field as well. Every field is different, isn't it?
I agree. Yeah, facts. Depends on your job description, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, yeah, like even like when like working in the NHS, it's probably like one of the most secure jobs, because they can't get rid of you unless you do something crazy. Like, you got to do something real crazy for them to be able to sack you.
Yeah,
But
TikTok videos.
But it's a very toxic environment. The truth, it's a very toxic environment, the NHS. Anyone that's worked for the NHS knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's very toxic.
I've got
I've
got a certain lady friend that she works for the NHS, so she tells me stuff, and yeah, it's quite savage, to put it mildly.
So I'm saying, like, it's an extremely secure job. So if you have kids,
or
you've got a mortgage or whatever, you know what I mean? People be like, yeah, but I can't get fired. It doesn't matter what happens in the economy. I'm still needed because it's on it. It's emergency services, it's government. Do you know what I mean? You don't lose your job. So then people stay there, and it's like, nah. I think that's what helped me with my situation. I was like, you know, like, you learn from people, like what's made them unhappy, like what's made them. Some people, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, I've got to make the changes now, because that's going to be me. And I had the opportunity, and I'm going to be like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why did I, you know, like fear, like having that fear. And I think,
I've been through that myself personally. So yeah, I totally agree.
I think like everyone makes mistakes, innit? Obviously, my situation obviously failed, innit? Which is why I'm in this situation. It's failed, innit? Ultimately, to the truth. But at the same time, I just feel like, yeah, man, like, fuck the fear. I think my ex is very fear. You know what I mean? She could work for like private, but if you work in private, you can get sacked like that if they complain, because it's like Bupa and stuff, innit? It's like private healthcare. And, you know, like, people are snobby, people are like, do you know what I mean? And they put one complaint, or you get to work late one time, they can dismiss you for anything. But like, I feel like she got a very fearful mindset. Oh, I can't do this. No, I'm scared. And I'm like, not that I'm irrational. I wouldn't go to Spain if I knew I couldn't make money and survive there off of what I'm doing. But at the same time, I'll still go there and then put the effort in to make sure I'm good. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a reasonable risk. I'll take reason. I won't take like a stupid risk. Like, I'm just getting there, no job, nothing, no place, nothing. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like fear, I think a lot of us are programmed by society, by everything, to just be fearful. You're at an age. Why have you not married? Why are you not this? Why ain't you got a kid? Oh, job, security. Why do this? Why try and do that? Why try and be self-employed? Just work for someone that's comfortable, job security. All these things, all of it's around fear, in my opinion, anyway.
I get that a lot with my my family and my friends, mainly family. Just like, oh, yeah, Rob.
Big up, guys. You okay?
Yeah. How about you, man?
Sorry.
Yeah, man. How about you?
Yeah, man. I'm good. Good to see you. I can't remember the last time we even spoke on a stream, man. It's good to see you. Good to speak to you.
If
you
not,
know what? I thought I'd jump on because I actually do work.
Time.
I do actually. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I do actually work for the NHS North, and obviously, whilst I can't say so much, you are correct in what you're saying. Definitely. What I can say, I can tell you a little story just to exemplify this. I can tell you a little story. Obviously, not naming names. Somebody who was a deputy manager of a very important team as well. They stole their manager's password. They then logged on to the roster system. They then put on a load of shifts, bank shifts, outside of substantive, that they hadn't worked. So they got paid a load extra, essentially defrauding the trust, stealing from the trust. They didn't get fired. They just got moved to another team and demoted by one band. It's kind of astonishing. And I should have known it because this guy walked past my desk one time and he just took an apple. I had a bunch of apples and bananas on my desk because I don't know why at the time I just had some fruit on my desk. And he just took one of them and just walked off. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I was on the phone at the time, so I couldn't even say something. And then I was just like, well, whatever, it's just an apple. And so the trait was there, obviously. But you can imagine you've stolen your manager's password, you've stolen money from the trust, and you just basically get moved and demoted by what would be effectively £100 a month, basically. So it's completely true. And stories like this abound all the time. Like I manage a team, again, I'm not going to say obviously where and that, but I manage a team of about 20 people. And I've had people in the past who have done some astonishing things, and I have tried my best to get them moved out, let's say. But the processes that are set up, they do not allow you to go beyond a certain point. It's like you kind of hit a dead end, so you kind of have to come back. You literally would have to. The only time I've seen someone fired was when we've had some very kind of like psychopathic higher up execs who will literally come down to a ward and fire people on the spot. That's the only time I've ever heard of someone get fired for some negligence when they worked on a ward. And I've been in the trust since 2005. I've had 20 years and I've seen it deteriorate and deteriorate over those years due to the increasingly crazy policies that they bring in. And mate, it's just a madness. It's just a madness. Thankfully, where I work, I would stick up for it and say that I'm quite fortunate where I work. I've got a fair bit for someone who works a 9 to 5 and obviously does have a line manager as well. I've got quite a bit of freedom. I don't really work from home much. I don't mean freedom like that, but I just got quite a lot of freedom in my day-to-day work and activities. So it's not a toxic environment. I've got a team that I know respects me, apart from one person who's obviously an outlying dickhead. But that's it. It doesn't watch your streams, thankfully, as far as I'm aware. Although I might find out in a few days' time that they do. But given their personality, I very much doubt that they watch any YouTube football streams. But yeah, it's a crazy. They just move people. They don't fire them. They just move them to different teams, and then people like me have to take them and then deal with the nonsense that comes with them. It's a craziness, man.
I can't even say the stories that I know with the NHS, and you're absolutely right. Some of the stuff that I've seen, and you're like, it just gets swept under the rug, because I think they also try to save face. If these stories come out of certain things and the extent of certain things that I know that have happened, it makes them look bad. So what do? We're not going to run the story because it's going to be all over the news. It's going to be this and newspaper, everything else, so that people lose faith in the trust. They lose faith in the system. But so many things, man, happen that you're like, I can't believe that happened. Like,
yeah, I've seen it many times, man. You're exactly right. It is that they don't. One of two things, basically. One of what you're saying, or that they don't want to say. I mean, how can I phrase this without? Like certain characters will use things. Basically, I'll just say it. Like certain characters will use their race if they've done a lot of wrong things to then sort of take the trust to sort of either tribunals or sue them for firing them. And the trust is shit scared of this now because it's happened over the years. So many times they've got their guard up so much against it, when obviously there's no racism or discrimination involved. In fact, the thing that they've done is completely separate to any kind of discriminatory type thing. They've just been grossly negligent in their work, and it's been proven. But the trustee is so scared that even, because I've always said this, but you've got the evidence. Why are you scared? You've got the evidence. Yes, it's a bit of an inconvenience if they take you, like try to sue you or whatever, but you've got all the evidence there to disprove them. And they've got literally zero evidence of the discrimination that they're claiming you're doing. So why are you scared? But they are. They're absolutely shit scared of going through that process. And like you say, it could come out in the newspapers and blah, blah, blah. So it's a madness, man. It's a madness.
That's why my ex, she works for the NHS. Not going to say the name, not going to say where, not going to say for who, not going to say none of that. But she works for the NHS. And she just feels trapped because she goes through a lot of that bullying. There's a lot of bullying as well in within that environment. People got mad egos, especially some doctors, a lot of doctors, even junior doctors. And I've been around them. The egos are crazy.
They can be really bad, yeah.
And
What
not
I've been
all of
told,
them,
I agree.
but there's a lot of them. A lot of them have disgusting egos, disgusting attitude. They don't care about you. Some of them, they treat you like a number. Yeah, they dismiss you. They talk down to you, talk down to your symptoms or what you're feeling. It's just crazy because they are overworked to a certain degree, but there's a level of compassion you can show people. You know what I mean? And understanding that that person may be going through something and they dismiss it. I've seen them do it to my mum, and my mum's 60. She's an old lady, like in pain, and they're like, yeah, just go home. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, what do you mean? Yeah, I mean, and then what happened? My mum had a stroke. And then later they're like, oh, she had a stroke. And I'm like, you didn't even, like, do you know what I mean? And I was fighting. I was like, you didn't even check. Like, what is this? This woman's been paying into the NHS and into this since 1985. Never seek benefits, nothing. But yet when she now needs it, you're dismissive. Imagine. Imagine, is that correct? I don't think that's correct.
Familiar story, unfortunately.
I don't think you shouldn't do any checks. Oh, we don't know. This is why people then go to private, because when you're actually dealing with something, a lot of the times you are dismissed, or they judge you, they prejudge you. People are human, innit? And some people, just because they got a job title, doesn't mean the discrimination doesn't happen with some people. They carry that with them. You know what I mean? It's sad, and it's not everyone. There's some good doctors out there. There's some good GPs. Like, I changed GP. I was at a GP. They were absolutely horrendous. Yeah. And the mad thing is, they were all Asian and they were treating us bad and saying off, like, my mum, but my mum, like, and I'm like, but you're foreign like me. How are you discriminating against another foreigner when you're foreign? Like, make this shit make sense. Yeah, you know I'm saying.
Nice.
So they weren't, and they're like, oh, this, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, who, like, do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Like, and then we had to move. I moved my mum. And now she's happy at her new GP. They're good. So, like I said, it's not everyone, but these are things that do happen. It's quite common, and it's actually
you tend to not really have an in between. And I've noticed this throughout the 20 years I've been there. Staff tend to be either really poor or really super efficient and amazing. And there tends to be no in between. It does happen sometimes, but I mean, like, you're right as well about junior doctors. They're kind of Arteta-ish in a way. They get this unearned arrogance, this unearned sense of arrogance. And I think, like, for me, fortunately, I'm not trying to sort of like be arrogant myself, but like the way my personality is, and obviously with my experience as well these days, I can kind of, as long you have to start off on the right foot with those people, and then they don't try it. Further down the line. So you've got to kind of start off on the right foot with them. But there's a lot of people who are maybe more inexperienced. They've just joined the trust. You know, they don't necessarily have the sort of same people skills, management skills that I do. Again, not trying to be like a dickhead or anything, but just experience. And then, they can have real problems with them. And so some of the things when they try, I have to stick up for my other staff that I manage sometimes, because sometimes not just doctors, but nurses and other staff as well will try it on, and they will try to, get them to do things that they shouldn't be doing work-wise and all this kind of stuff. And they'll get annoyed over like stupid little things. And basically, it's kind of like bullying tactics. So I have to step in sometimes. But otherwise, where I am is not too bad, thankfully.
That's good.
But yeah, it's kind of all right, man. But it's kind of just to what you were saying generally about life and being somewhere in life. I mean, like at the moment, I'm doing that, which is great. But I've got side hustles that I want to make. Kind of like how you started, I suppose, with YouTube being a side hustle to, I think, the boiler job that you were doing, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm kind of in that similar position. I do music production. I'm going to start some film work soon as well. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm kind of at the sort of start of, well, I've been doing music for a while, so that's been kind of evolving for a while. But I'm kind of in that position. I feel sometimes comfort in a role can be a little bit dangerous. And like when I say comfort, I mean earning an amount that's obviously not like you're a brokey or something, but earning a decent amount, but it's not like you're a millionaire. You're not like earning hundreds of thousands or whatever. And that can be a little bit of a difficult position to negotiate out of, because when you're under fire, when you're struggling, that's when you kind of like really kind of like can improve quickly because you're putting more and more effort in. But if you're quite comfortable, like obviously there's months where things are difficult. I'm not saying that I just coast through every month and everything. But usually that's kind of my fault, being an idiot and spending way too much money. But like it's that comfort can be a real killer, because it's like you don't necessarily have the motivation that you would if you were struggling more, if you know what I mean. It's kind of so that's kind of the situation I'm in at the moment. So I'm kind of like re-motivating myself at the moment, I suppose. And to be honest with you, I was going to say as well, just to sort of change the topic slightly, cheers for the streams this week, because I've been ill all week. I've been kind of an insomniac. So I literally, I was so zoned out. When you did your 6-hour stream, which was not yesterday with Lee, because I watched all of that as well, but the one before that, I think, when you had Marie on, you had Lee, then you had Marie, then you had Jez. Number one, that I think is the best stream I've seen you ever do, because that was just like fire stream. There was so much humor and insight in that. It was just such a great watch. I was so fucked. I was zoned out. I literally lurked there without even typing in the chat for about 5.5 hours. That's how zoned out I was, because I've just been, you can probably tell from my voice and slightly the way I am. I'm still a bit ill now. I'm not going to work tomorrow, obviously. I should hopefully be back on Monday. But yeah, I just wanted to big you up for those streams, because there've been a couple of like decent late night streams going on this week for sure.
Nah, big up, man. Hopefully we can continue. Do you know what I mean? I think as well, sometimes like obviously now I'm doing it full time. I'm like, okay, you never know who's available. Obviously, people like yourselves, you jump on at your own free time, your own leisure time. You never know who's available. But I feel like, yeah, it's been really cool, man. Like, honestly, I appreciate Rob. You always jumping on Static. You jump on whenever you can.
Yeah.
And when you don't jump on, you're always in the comments, both of you and stuff like that. And everybody else that watches and contributes. Because I didn't realize, like, you know, like you said, Rob, yeah, like when you do something, you're like, sometimes you're like, you know, you have a little bit of doubt. You try to not make it like, you know, that you're like, oh, people are gonna support it, people not, you know, is it gonna work out? And then it's I feel really touched by the support of the whole community and everybody that contributes and always here. And that's why I try to read out as many comments as I can most of the time, because it's just like a thank you, the fact that you're even watching the channel. Like, I appreciate everyone that supports the channel, even the people that don't jump on. Do you know what I mean? I really appreciate it. But I can't.
I was just going to say as well, just slightly back to the girl talk. Actually, that was the first thing when you were going. We talked about half an hour ago about that. That got me the idea to jump on, because what you've been going through is to some degree quite similar to what I went through with my ex in a slightly different way. You know, I put the comment in the chat about assumed cheating, the kind of thing that I know you told the story about. It sort of started when you went to Madrid, wasn't it? And she saw you. One of the clips was you guys sort of like just looking at pretty girls and say, oh, she's pretty or whatever, if I'm right, something like that. Yeah. So similar thing happened to me. So I and my friends went to Sardinia for a drum and bass festival, week-long drum and bass festival. And a picture appeared on Facebook, and there was me and my mates, and there was a girl with her mates, and nothing happened between any of us. But there was a picture that went on Facebook where I've just kind of like posed with her just in the middle of the rave. I'm just leaning in. I've not got my arm around her. I'm not trying to kiss her. I'm just leaning in with a drink in my hand. And then my ex sees that. And then the difference between you and me is it was right at the start of my relationship. So that kept getting brought up over the course of the next 3 years. And she used to call me a cheater. And then I would explain, well, I didn't do anything. It's just a picture. And she said something like it's assumed. I don't know the exact phrase that she used, but it was like it's assumed cheating. It was something like that she used. But the thing that she used to do that really was the straw that broke the camel's back. We'd go out on a night out and we'd get a bit pissed, blah, blah, blah. We'd be walking home. She would suddenly start bellowing out at the top of her lungs in the middle of like central London or wherever we were coming back from. Lots of people around. she would start belting out, "You cheated on me. Yes, you did. You cheated on me." And she would look very convincing when she did it. You know, cute young girl. She was like 21, cute young blonde girl, blah, blah, blah. Lads around, groups of lads around, all turning around, looking at me. I'm like, you're going to fucking get me like done in here. Do you know what I mean? And this happened a couple of times. Like, so obviously the first time it happened, I like rinsed her for it. And then she wakes up the next day and it's the usual excuse. "Oh, I don't remember saying that. I don't remember doing that," and all this kind of crap. I was like, "Oh, okay." So the second time it happened, because this is a lot later in the relationship now that she started doing this. The second time it happened, I was just like, "Nah, mate, we can't do this. This is just like, I'm getting too tired of this now." And to be honest with you, 3.5 years in as well, and there was other bits and pieces going on, and it just seemed like the right time. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you've got to do it. I didn't particularly want to, and it was a bit it wasn't the most unpleasant breakup, but it wasn't that great either as breakups are. But mate, you know, when you've got stuff like that happening, you're walking down the street, you've got groups of like 4 or 5 lads hearing this girl screaming, "You cheated on me, you cheated on me." Like, fuck's sake, man. If they come over, I'm fucked, man. There's only one of me, and I'm not like insignificant, but like I'm done if I'm up against like five blokes trying to do me in. Do you know what I mean? It's like, fuck's sake. So I found these girls, they're just crazy. And then since then, to be honest with you, I've just been sort of singling, mingling. The longest sort of relationship I've had is like maybe 2 months, something like that. And I've enjoyed it, to be honest with you. It's been nice having the freedom. I've been able to progress my music work, and, you know, I've got my own place now. So, I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, it was a really great timing. Plus, it was just before COVID. And the bitch, I just bought her tickets as well. She was an Arsenal fan. I'd just taken her to Arsenal Spurs. Do you remember the 2-2 where Xhaka, we nearly won 3-2, but Xhaka fouled someone and the goal was ruled out by VAR? It was like the first season of VAR. I think it was September 2019, around this time. And I just got out of the relationship in time. It gave me a few months to frolic around because, like, if you remember, obviously COVID comes in after that. Like, you know, because this is like late 2019 going into early 2020s. And then lockdown makes it kind of a bit more tricky. Initially, what annoyed me, because by the time lockdown went on and on, girls like would want to come round. They just want to come straight round to your house because you couldn't go anywhere. So everything became, if you want a girl to come round, everything just became so much easier as lockdown went on. And then lockdown finished, and then no one wanted to come around. "Oh no, I want to go out to the bars again." I'm like, no, just come. We've got wine here. Just come around. I was like, God damn you, lockdown ending.
Fucking up the process. Nah, I hear it,
mate. Honestly,
I hear it, bro. Like,
it went backwards. It went backwards.
It gets to a point, yeah, where it just gets tiring. Like, you know, you feel like, how many more times am I gonna say what I'm not comfortable with, and you're going to continue doing the same thing? I think, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, there is some similarities on what you said. She would never used to make our stuff public in it, but then it became like that. So, you know, you're saying she was screaming down the road. Like, we went to Barcelona, didn't even have anything to do with me. Like, this is Exhibit A. Went to Barcelona, she lent her friend £500, didn't tell me. Yeah, she can do what she wants with her money. It's her money. She works for her money. She's never been smart. She cool, but she didn't tell me because she knew I would have said, "You don't know her long enough to be confident enough to lend that kind of money and then expect it back." And you should, you know what I mean? You should try and not mix money with people, because you're always gonna have a fallout if that person doesn't pay you back. And that's kind of the problem, unless you really know them or it's your family. And even then it can happen, even when it's your family. So I was like, I didn't know when I was oblivious. And then I was just like, "You're right." And she's going through it with her friend. This is a beach now. It's called San Juan. The whole beach is packed with people. It's an event. It's I think it's Spanish or Colombian, I don't know. But all the Colombians were there. The whole beach is like a all-night rave on the beach until like the next day. And all of a sudden she starts screaming, shouting, "Ah, can't you see what I'm dealing with?" Blah, 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 blah. Like, everyone, the music almost stopped. Yeah, screaming so loud. Yeah, and I'm just there like an idiot. Like, I'm there like, I don't know at this point why she even freaking out. And then her friend had to drag her away, and I'm like, "Nah, do you know what? I'm not dealing with this." I walked off the beach. I was like, "Do you know what?" After that, for the rest of the trip, didn't even speak to her. I was like, "Until you apologize for that." And then once we had a conversation, whatever, but then it became a repetitive thing.
Oh, you cheated. Ah, this, that, this. It is all public. All public, public. It never was like that. And then I started seeing that, do you know what? I didn't even have the desire to go out with her anymore. I was like, do you know what? I'm actually don't even want to be around you that much. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, when women start making these kind of things public, outbursts publicly and stuff like that, one, it's embarrassing. Two, it's just like there's no respect there, innit? That's when you start seeing the respect is gone. Because someone respects you, they'll be like, listen, let's leave because I want to have a conversation. If you can't hold it, you're just like, I want to go home. Do you know what I mean? Or I want to go back or whatever and have that conversation there. But when it starts going public, it's downhill, man. It's downhill. Like, that person's just losing respect for you. They're not listening to what you're saying and they're not taking it serious enough. Just got to cut it.
You've got to stay calm as well. Like, I mean, in these argumentative like scenarios, whether it's outside or whether you're indoors or whatever, what she used to hate, my aforementioned ex used to hate, is like she would kick off with me over. This is what I said. There were some other little things as well. She would kick off over other little things, and oftentimes when just like at the end of nights, like maybe when we were at home this time, not in public, she just sort of kick off a bit, and. You know, I would just stay. I could see that she just hated that I stayed calm, and then they still twist that. They don't see that as, oh, okay, this is a guy who's got his, you know, he's got his shit mentally together because he's not losing his mind or anything. They then see it as, oh, you don't care. So you just you can't really win. So if you scream and shout, you might get sacked off because you've gone a bit too crazy or whatever. But if you stay calm, you don't care because you stay calm. It's like, no, I'm trying to sort of keep the situation under as much control as possible. You know, I can't think properly if I suddenly start waving my arms around and start losing control of what I'm thinking and what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's like you can't win it, but that means I don't care anymore. It's like, no, I care that we resolve this, you know, properly. You know, but then that's my logic or or our logic. Do you know what I mean? That's different from female logic.
Nah, she was, when she was fuming. I'm watching Port Vale. We're playing Port Vale. I'm there on the step. She's talking. I'm like, I'm trying to concentrate on the game. I'm talking to her calmly. She's like, oh, just because you're calm. Oh, look at me. I'm so calm. I'm like, what is like, oh, you're so calm because I speak calmly and calm like that and mocking. Like, you know, when you look and you're like, how old are you? Like, this is like, what is this? I remember I just got my rope. I flicked my rope like that and I turned around. I just watched the game like that. I was just shaking my head. And she's like, I'm like this because I'm hurt, And I'm like,
but you're hurt too, bro.
To be a single Pringle. You wanted to be a single Pringle. You're a single Pringle. We both don't want to be together. Like, go live your life. I don't know where the rage is coming from. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what it was? Because I was just like, you can voice what you got to say, but you can say it calmly. No, how would I say it calmly? I was just like, fucking get this pitbull out of my fucking house, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, I didn't even help her with her stuff, taking it in the car. So fuck off. I was just like, are you done now? Are you done? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thank you that you're done now. The match is over. I said, all right, cool. Right, we'll end it here. And that's walked off. And she was there like, so I'm like, what is this, bro? This is some demonic possession, bro. That's just, I swear down, bro. Like, when women get uncontrollable, I swear down, it's just, get out of my face, bro.
It's a bit of a youngster. For me, I think it was a bit of an immaturity thing as well, because like at the time I was about 30. Well, how old would I have been? 35, and she was about 22. So it was a bit one of them ones. You gotta be careful when you say that now, because people will go, "Oh my god," you know. Yeah. So
Charlotte, facts the comment. Big
love,
especially Charlotte.
So yeah, I think it could have been just a bit of an immaturity thing, but I mean, in other ways, she was like super mature. So it was like, I don't really, you know, it's just getting a bit too jarring for me, to be honest with you. And like you say, you just get tired of it. You're just like, I'm tired. It's like what I've been saying about Arsenal recently. You just get, I'm tired of this. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the division. I'm tired of going on X and seeing all the nonsense. Like, I'm even tired now. I'm happy that Saliba's signed, obviously happy Saliba's signed, but you go on X and everyone, all the sort of mutants are using it as a way to point score and say, you know, look, the people who thought Arteta's shit, look, obviously the players love Arteta, obviously he's signed because of Arteta. Well, I mean, is it that obvious that that's the reason? Do you know what I mean? Is it really? You know, he is a supporter of Arsenal. He is like getting 300k a year now. And remember Isaac, how long was left on Isaac's contract when he left Newcastle, when he downed tools? So, I mean, it's not a guarantee, is it, that, okay, because he's signed for a 5-year contract, that he's now definitely going to stay. I mean, if these people are correct, surely he'll hand in a transfer request then when Mikel Arteta leaves. That's if that's their logic, maybe he should hand in a transfer request then when Arteta is finally, hopefully this year, leaving us, because otherwise then maybe, that's all just bullshit, isn't it? As we know it is.
Yeah, man. It's one of them ones, bro. It's because she don't want you to move on before her. Yeah, you know what? It probably is. I think she wants me to be in pain in that. She wants me to be sad. But you know what? I actually feel relieved. I'll be real. I'm not trying to say it to be all macho. Of course, I was sad. Of course, I was sad at first. But then, I don't know if you guys ever had that. When you're talking to someone and they're talking and they're going, and you're like, the person I liked doesn't actually exist anymore. That the person I liked, it's not the person I'm looking at. Like, it's their body, but the person, it's just changed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm like, there's nothing to fight for here. Do you know what I'm saying? And I meant, I voice noted her. I said, because one time we'll talk about it, and I said to her, I was like, be real with you, like, this ain't for me to fix, innit? And it's like they have this expectation, that like you gotta fight for it. And it's like, nah, when a man's had enough, a man ain't fighting for it. And I think that's hit her ego, innit? And I'm like, yeah, go. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care. Like, I'm done with it. I'm not. I think it hit her ego, bro. Like, oh, he's not fighting for me. There's no story to tell your friend.
Oh God, yeah. That happens. Yeah. That 100% happens. I was seeing this Turkish girl for about a couple of months or so, but before it all actually sort of started properly, we went on a date over in Crouch End, and yeah, it went all right. I thought the date went quite well. And at the end, like, conversation was something along, I said something along the lines of, I'll see you again next Saturday or something. And she was like, oh no, I don't think so. I was like, oh okay, that's absolutely fine, no problem. I drank the rest of my drink. And I said, would you like me to get you an Uber home or anything like that? She's like, oh no, I'm just around the corner. I was like, okay, cool, I'm just going to go get a taxi. So I went and got a taxi home. I'm literally in the taxi, so I'm over in Turnpike Lane area, let's say. So it's obviously not far. So it's about 5 minutes later, I'm in the taxi, and she's messaged me saying, where are you? Why are you going? Aren't you going to fight for me? And I was just like, aren't I going to fight for you? And to be honest with you, at that point, I wasn't going to do anything, because I thought that, that's a bit, you've left it like 5-10 minutes since I've left, having said to you, shall we see each other next week? And now you're saying, I thought you might fight for me, or words to this effect anyway. I mean, in the end, Northside, I'm a bloke, and she's like a super hot Turkish girl, so I kind of succumbed and saw her again. Do you know what I mean? Bit predictable, but yeah. And then we ended up seeing each other for a couple of months. And do you know what? The funny thing is, like, it was the right. She ended up turning out being all right, more than I thought. And I just wasn't ready for getting locked into a relationship as she was at the time. And this was about 2.5 years ago. And to be honest with you, now I'm a bit older than you now, and I've done the single mingle thing for like 6-7 years now, and it's been, pretty decent. I'm kind of ready for that, what it was with her 2.5 years ago, but that's just the way reality is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Things drop at the wrong times, and do you know what I mean? But so it's a bit of a shame, but what can you do? I'm not going to message her or anything, so that is well done. Yeah, but yeah, they are funny like that. Like, if they'll reject you, and then they'll kind of be like, well, why? What are you doing? Why have you taken it so well? That's like you're saying before, a hit to their ego. This happened with a girl at the gym as well. We talked a few times. I didn't want to get friend zone, so I asked her out for coffee. She said no. I was kind of like, oh, cool, that's absolutely fine. I'll see you around. And then after that, like, she seemed really funny with me. And like, we talked a couple of times, and it was friendly enough. And after the second or third time that we chatted, she suddenly just started being a bit funny with me. And I wonder if it was the same kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't feel like she felt that awkward about things afterwards. Because I just kept it very, after we'd spoken a bit, and she said, oh no, I don't want to go for coffee. I kept it quite sort of briefish with her, polite and still kind of a bit sort of friendly and chatty, but it was kind of brief. And yeah, but it wasn't awkward or anything like that. And it was, I feel like she was just like, aren't I worth fighting for? Aren't you going to try and chase me? Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, man, no, I'm too old for that, man. 41. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
like Kudos says, they like the attention. Yeah, like Kudos says in the chat, it's all about the attention. And if your attention drops, even if they don't fancy you, they'll still want to have your attention. They'll still even flirt with you. This is why I've always said about the whole kind of thing about the signs, physical signs of flirting and that. You know, when people talk about hair twirling and all this kind of stuff, I don't even think that's that great an indicator. I know it can be, but the thing is, like, I think sometimes they will just do that to flirt for the sake of the attention. For me, a much better sign is when the eyes bulge, because I don't think that the eyes, they can really control that as well. I've noticed with girls that I've ended up getting with and that have ended up liking me, or it's not worked out, whatever. When I first interacted with them, their eyes would really bulge, and and you don't get that all the time, obviously. So I think that's more of an indicator.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, do you know what? I don't know. I just think that a lot of them, like, they tell a different version of what actually happens to their friends to save face. I think a lot of them care what people think, innit? And the thing is, you're not playing into the version of what they said, which is you'll stay, you'll fight, you won't do well without me, you need me, all this type of stuff. Like, I have to do everything. And when you don't fit that narrative, they get mad, innit? Because through your actions, you're exposing the fact that you can move on, innit? You can move on. And I think that's the thing where I feel like with a lot of women, they're very conscious of being judged. They don't like being judged. They don't like other women looking at them like, "Right, oh, you behave like that. That's a bit toxic." They're very calculated in how they word things, what happened. Yeah, I'm saying Rob did this and Rob did that, and this, and everything that you'll be like, yeah, hold on a minute. Nah, that ain't part of the story, Rob. It's been edited. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, that when you get the movie and then they try to condense it down to the trailer, and the trailer, that, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like the trailer they want the trailer to be the movie. And the trailer is just the highlights of everything Rob did. Rob did this, Stack did this. You know what I'm saying? And all the other context, we ain't got time for that. Like Arteta, we ain't got time for that. Yeah, I'm saying we ain't got time for that. Because they want to save face, bro. They don't want other women looking at them like, oh shit, you were shouting at Rob in the street. Oh crap, you got violent with Static. Nah, I can't be saying that. That makes me look bad. I'm the victim here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all the victim stuff. And you know what? I've just accepted, like, that's just how it is, isn't it? They'll chat shit. Like, she was chatting shit to my mum, yeah.
Bro, it's also, sorry, North, I just want to say it's also main character syndrome.
But this is the thing, like, they'll even chat shit to your own family, like, invent stuff to your own family, like, do you know what I mean? That's the craziest one. Like, why are you going to my mum to spread a lie? Like,
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
It's just mad. Like, I got two phones. I got the work phone in it, and I got this phone. And I wouldn't even talk. Like, I only spoke to a thing when I was like, we split in it. She told me move on. So what did I do? I moved on. You know what I'm saying? So I moved on, yeah. Then all of that gets brought up. Oh my days, you were talking to someone. I'm like, well, what's the times? Or the times we weren't together. But this is the ego. But you're talking to someone. I'm like, but you ended it. So I'm free to talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to. I'm free. I'm not under the constraint. No, but you know what it was? He was moving on. The trigger. He was moving on, and there's girls on his phone. But the thing is, all those conversations were there, innit? And the mom, I was like, how's that cheating? But then again, like, it's just mad, bro. Like, whenever it's the ego getting hit, I can't believe that he was able to pull this girl, that girl, this girl. I can't believe it. But she robbed my phone, innit, for 2 weeks, bro. And I knew there was nothing on there, yeah. I left it, innit. And then when I was gonna quit this job, I was like, you know that phone that you robbed? Yeah, I'm gonna need that back now.
2 weeks. So did you have like multiple phones?
Rob, there was no conversations. There was no nothing, yeah. I spoke to them and then I deleted them because it was like, okay, we got back together. I ended it, innit. I didn't expect to. We had a conversation, boom, got back in it. So I never spoke to them and we never met because I was just trying to move on, innit. Because I was just like, well, I got to, innit. Like, it's done, innit. So I was like, all right, cool. But it never led to anything because I weren't really that interested. I'll be real. I weren't really that interested. She got that, yeah. No text, nothing. What's this? What's this? Nothing. Called the girl. She called the girl, yeah. The girl confirmed. Never met him. Didn't really speak that long. Like, it was probably like 2 weeks. Like, didn't speak. Spoke about 3 times within that time. That's it. Never met him. Nothing. So nothing never happened, innit? So then she told my sister, I shouldn't have really rubbed his phone, innit? So when she coming back with her tone between her legs, yeah, she knocked on the door with the phone like boom, boom. And I'm like, fuck you knocking on my door like that. You know what I'm saying? I was there watching my show, innit? And then she's like, and I'm like, I don't get why you got an attitude, bro. Like, you tried to catch me and you got exposed for being sneaky, and now you're mad, innit? And that's the thing with them. Like, when they're wrong, they want to be wrong and strong. They don't want to say it. She didn't talk to me about the phone, innit?
They want to
You know
apologize.
women, yeah? When they've got evidence on you, they're walking in like Vince McMahon, sit down, we're gonna have a chat with the microphone, I'm doing an announcement. You know what I'm saying? What's this on your phone? There was nothing, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And then she goes to me, she said to me yesterday, oh, but I saw that there was a video call. I said, yeah. Was there any contact after that? No. I said, so then what are you talking about? I said, I heard that you called the girl. What's she saying? Nothing happened between you. What are we talking about here? Do you know what I'm saying? What are we actually talking about?
I'm so glad I'm single.
Bro.
Yeah,
I went through similarities like this before.
The same ex that I'm
Just need
talking
the
about
peace,
before did not for 2 weeks, but we were in a local bar and my phone, I don't know why I had my phone out. I just had it out, but I put it sort of next to me on the bench that we were on, I suppose. And she'd gone to the toilet. I didn't realize she took it. I didn't even know that, like, I wasn't paying attention to my phone, and she'd just taken it. She went to the toilet and she came back with my phone in her hand. And she'd found a WhatsApp message from before we were actually dating that it was way down in my WhatsApp list because I'm just very lazy with deleting WhatsApp message threads. And she was going, and it was between, same as you, it was between me and a girl who we talked for a bit. It didn't really work out. We didn't meet each other. We certainly didn't do anything, obviously. So there wasn't even any calls or video calls. It was just a handful of exchanged text messages. And I it took her about a week to get over that. But strangely, that was never brought up again. But it is just crazy the lengths that they go to, isn't it? So fucking sneaky. And then, but she never had the tail between her legs, even though that to me was pretty decent evidence. It took her a while to believe that we'd not met up, even though if you saw the thread, you could tell that it's just petered out. It's pretty obvious. But even that was enough to set her off. Do you know what I mean? So that was a warning sign there. So yeah, so like I said before, there's a lot of little things like that going on. It's just like, this is unsustainable. This is definitely unsustainable. And like I say, I'm just like, I was 35, 36 at the time. I'm just getting too old for this shit. You know, I used to kick off when I was in my 20s. When I had to learn the lesson the hard way, basically. I had quite a bad breakup when I was 27. And that kind of like steeled me for the rest of my life, even though it was like one of the darkest times of my life. Obviously, when you go through a seriously dark time, you know, that can really make you like more steeled and stronger going forward and more knowledgeable and wise going forward. So it's kind of how you react to things, isn't it? It's like, you know, so, but yeah, so that kind of changed me quite a lot in terms of how I react to things and how I react to sort of arguments and breakups and stuff like that. So yeah, I think sometimes you do have to go through those dark times sometimes as well to learn the proper lessons, especially with these things, man. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's like, and then, bro, like, I just think like there's certain things I got no patience for, and women are naturally insecure to protect what is theirs. I get it, but there's levels, and I've seen different levels, and this level is just way too much, bro. And I think a lot of people get trapped in like trauma bonding as well, where you bond over certain things and then you think you can help the person, you feel sorry for the person and stuff like that. Not anymore from me, bro. Sort your shit out. I ain't got no time for it anymore. Like no time for this. It becomes an excuse. It becomes a get out of jail card. I just ain't got time for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone goes through things. You get a bit older, especially now in my 30s. You get a bit older. You should have a healthy way of dealing with those things. And if you can't deal with those things, I just ain't got the patience for it. Like, I'm not your therapist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your therapist. And yeah,
as guys as well, we're trying to build stuff. We're trying to get better. We've got hustles that we're trying to do. You know, we just don't have time especially as you get older. When you're in your 20s and stuff. But when I was speaking for myself. When I was in my 20s, I was a little bit sort of lackadaisical with trying to get my career moved up. I got you know, I had my job in the NHS. It was like pretty comfortable. I was just kind of enjoying having a bit of money and just being able to sort of go out at the weekend and just sort of enjoy myself. I wasn't really thinking of the future. That was my mistake. I didn't start all this stuff soon enough. I think, yeah, when you're in that situation, you don't really think about yourself as much and what you're doing, and like you end up thinking about her too much and the relationship too much. But as you get older and you get on top of, you get your shit more sorted out, you get your money up a bit, you get your side hustles up going, you've got other things, you've got your main things to worry about. Like, she can't be the main thing to worry about. And that's what I think, going back to what you guys have said about ego, and I think what Static said was like super on point about main character syndrome. And that ties in the whole ego thing, especially if you're dating like a girl who's like at least a 7 or above, something like that, or even lower these days. Like fucking 3s think they're 6s and 4s think they're 10s and all this kind of stuff. So I guess this could just apply to anyone, basically. I guess it just applies to pretty much all of them. Like, the main character syndrome is a real thing, man. And you know, they just can't stand the fact that you might have a bit of control over yourself versus them, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. I think that's what it became, because obviously when we got together, obviously I didn't do YouTube, like, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But then I started seeing like this kind of, and I'm seeing it now again, come out again. It's kind of like, why has he got his shit in order? Like, why is things always end up working somehow for him and me not? And it's like, I don't have a negative mindset. I have challenges. I go through things. You know what I mean? I don't have a negative mindset. But then it kind of become like, oh, you're not spending enough time with me. You know what I mean? Then you make time. Then it's like, oh, but I want this, I want that. It's like women need to understand, if you have high expectations in life, it comes with big sacrifice. And that means I can't be at the club all the time. That means that I do, if you're going to go, like, she'd get angry, like, oh, why are we going on a big holiday? Like, and then we have to get internet. Like, I was in Colombia, yeah. I don't know if you remember the stream, and I tried to get internet and I couldn't get internet, yeah. I specifically told her, yeah, we can see your family when the season's over. End of May, cool, I'm calm because I'm not following games. The problem is when you're going on holiday as a streamer and you've got and doing football, there's the games, bro. How can I talk about a game I didn't watch? So I need internet. Yeah, she booked a place that didn't have internet, and I was annoyed. And then she got annoyed that I was annoyed. But I'm like, but this is our future. I'm not annoyed that, you know, it messed up. Things can happen, but this is why I specifically told you, let's not go to Colombia in December. No. Cool. You don't want to. Then it was like, oh, being with you, I gotta wait to the end of the season to go on holiday. And I'm like, do you want the extension of the house or do you want holiday? Do you want to have a family or do you want holiday? Do you want the lavish things in life or do you want a holiday? Please pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. Because it's one, but they don't. I want everything now. And then it was like talking, like, even to my family, like, oh, well, my side hustle, it's not giving me the same money as him, and I don't see his money. I'm like, you don't see the money until we go on holiday. You don't see the money until we need to fix something in the house. You don't see the money until there's something to be bought. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's mad, bro, that the mentality, the entitlement, then it's like, oh, I'm doing my side. She was doing a side hustle. I'm not going to say what it is because she may go back to doing it. She was doing a side hustle, but it wasn't really working out because she kind of wanted to go into that full time. But then she figured it like, but she wanted to maintain the same amount of money. And I'm like, if you're at the top of your band in the NHS and doing what you're doing, you're earning really, really well. Yeah, she's earning really, really well. But the thing is, yeah, is like, this guy's getting banned. Yeah, I'm saying straight away.
Sorry, I can't do anything also. Once I join StreamYard, I can't do anything. I can't multitask.
Hold on. Let's hold on. You know what I mean? You wanted some attention, you can get some attention. You know what I'm saying?
You're Northside. You just made the list. You haven't done that for a while. I missed that. You just made the list.
I forgot about that one. You just made the list.
Bro, that's classic. You've got to bring that back.
You
just always bring up the WWE clip and then you play it. You just made the list.
Now we need to go back to doing the list, actually. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Do that. Do it now whilst we're here.
You just made the list. I need to get the video. I need to get the clip again.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I remember and then you end up saying, "You just made a list, filho puta."
We need to go back to you just made the list. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I will say there's a nice Portuguese doctor. Speaking of junior doctors and sort of they a bit dodgy or whatever, there was actually a super nice Portuguese doctor who was working, junior doctor, who was working where I worked, who was like proper friendly. I had a feeling she kind of was friendly to me in the sense of she was kind of putting up with me a little bit. But yeah, it was like, yeah, I would say this, but I think that's only the second Portuguese guy I've ever met. The only other one was a proper fit barmaid who works at the toll gate, which is down here. And I know it's not, if you know the area, it's not the best pub, but she was decent, man. She was better than that place. Let's put it like that. So my experience with Portuguese women, which isn't that extensive, has been pretty positive so far. So
same.
We diamond eyes out here. You know what I'm saying? Man's getting all the opportunities and that. Man. You know what I mean? Some wide scouting out here. But yeah, bro, like I was saying, yeah. Bro, then she started talking shit about my YouTube.
What?
When he starts making money, he's gonna leave me. And I don't know if this YouTube thing is good. I don't think you got enough time for me. And I'm like, bro, like when I was going clubbing there, because I started this YouTube thing late. Like do you know what I mean? End of COVID is when I started, and even then,
yeah, I remember also.
Wow.
That's facts.
So it's like all I was hearing before I did this was, you can't always be in the club. You're always around girls. Why is everything you do always got to be involving girls? Like girls are around. So then when I did this, she was like, oh, calm. Then when she saw it growing, the insecurity came in. I think he's gonna leave me. I think when he gets the money, you know what he said? How does this benefit me? That's what he said to me. How does this benefit me? And I was like, what? How do I know that when you make all of this and that, like, it's gonna benefit me? And I'm like, what about when I put 35 grand down on a house? Did that not benefit you? Because you wouldn't be able to get the property without me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't logically make sense, bro. Like, but
all the things that you've just been saying should be, if a girl is with you and wanting you to be successful and wanting to build something with you, everything that you've just talked about should be seen in a positive light. And yet, literally like you just said, purely because of insecurity, you know, and lack of trust, which is interesting, because then it does make you sometimes wonder about them if they're jumping to conclusions like that in an untrustworthy sense. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. Again, it's our logic, though, isn't it? That's logic to us, but to them, it just doesn't kind of work that way. No offense to any females in the chat, but like our logic is completely different, and that's why we have these issues. And it's a lifelong struggle to try to sort of like manage it.
But this is the shit that I tell you, when she does the trailer version to her bedroom, to her friends, can't include that. That makes me look bad. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we'll cut that out. Yeah. We got to edit that bit out. Yeah, you're not going to talk about that. But it's crazy. Like, I've never, there's never been a situation where I've ever shown selfishness like that, ever. Do you know what I mean? And you just, when like, there's something 50 Cent said, yeah, and I'm nowhere near 50 Cent, but there's one thing I realized, like, when he said something that he goes, when you do something good for yourself, or when you get any success, you don't realize that some people around you grow jealousy, resentment, envy, and those are things that you don't expect from the closest people around you. But sometimes it happens. Whatever you're doing, a good career, good job, good savings, a good lifestyle, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Success is relative, isn't it? Like, there's different forms of success, but there's people around you sometimes they're not happy for you, and it's very me. Like, she did her side hustle. I never used to ask anything. Like, I never be like, yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like, I think that's why I'm so happy that I'm out of that, because that person was a very good person. I'm not saying that person didn't have good quality. To be with someone for 10 years, there is a lot of good, but this is the really bad, isn't it? And I'm like, that's why I said there's a level of insecurity. I'm just not here for it. But this started already from the start, because from the start of the relationship, she was insecure about the amount of attention I got from girls. And I didn't think it was crazy, but for her, it was crazy. Yeah. And it's just like,
But if I wanted to be with them, I'd be with them. I wouldn't be with you, and I wouldn't be going out and about with you. Do you know what I mean? But it's just always been there, bro, and it just grew with different things in it. Like it's just always been.
So kind of what you just mentioned there about like the kind of like when you get a bit of success, like sometimes people can get a bit funny with you. That's kind of happened to me with music as well. Like when I've had like my bigger releases, that it's been interesting to see the split between sort of friends, like their reactions to it. Like I've got a sort of close circle of what I would say are best friends, and like they don't watch the show, so I'm not going to name names or anything. So, but you know, I don't want to say too much. But it's been interesting. Like some of them will be super happy and be really like complimentary, and others will just seem like really moody about it, and it's just like,
because it's a reflection of them. They feel like your success is a mirror to what they feel like they should be doing, and then they feel entitled that why is it happening to Rob, not to me? It's all selfishness. Instead of seeing like, oh, do you know what? Rob may have to do this, Static may have to do this, this, and this, and certain things that they don't want to. For example, for you to do that, I'm sure there's something you take out of your life that you could relax.
Well, I was literally about to say, like, my life is like 9 to 5 job, come back home, go to the gym, and then once I've eaten, blah, 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 I work on music from about 8:30 till 1. I obviously I do sometimes have a social life at the weekends, but a lot of the weekends I'm working on music like 4 or 5 at least hours anyway. So, and now I'm going to start doing the filmmaking stuff. I'm going to be doing even more of that. So, but yeah, like you say, people don't see the things behind the scenes, do they? So they don't understand that. Yeah, I don't just sort of. It's the same with my parents. I don't want to get too much into it. My mum understands it, but my dad's a bit more old. My parents are like 80, 81. So it's still very old school thinking, bless them. And yeah, my mum, you know, she understands. I'm not sure she fully understands what I do, but she kind of understands the concept. And my dad just is like, no, you need to concentrate on your 9 to 5. You need to concentrate on 9 to 5. And I had this argument with him over the phone about a few things the other day. And I mentioned that I was just working on my 100th release, which I'm working on my 100th release at the moment. And he just went quiet. And you could, I've never seen him react like that. And then after that, he was like really safe with me. I could understand. Then I finally got this glimmer of like respect from him about me actually doing music, because he's just like never respected it. And I can get it. So, you know, I'm not a professional. I get it. I've been doing it for a number of years. I've not proved that I can get to the pro level yet and quit my 9 to 5. But yeah, I don't think he realized quite how much work I was putting into it. I think he just thought I was dossing around with it a bit. Maybe I'd come home, do a little bit here and there, then watch a bit of TV, go to the pub. I think that's kind of how he thinks my life ran. And I was like having to explain to him, no, this is like hours. It's like, this is at least 3 to 4 hours a day, most days, most weeks for many years now. This is like, I've sacrificed a lot of potential social life to try to make this work.
Thank you. And those same people, not necessarily your dad, big up to your dad, but like a lot of other people,
big love and respect him.
You know what I'm saying? But like other people, like you said, that are looking at you like, Rob, like how you? You're like, okay, like you do what I do, because it was the same.
About to say, you try it then. Yeah,
you try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
His position.
You get me, Static, bro? Because I would be like, yo, you guys already knew. She'll be in the club, yeah, and I'm just about to set up my match reaction. She'll be all day out and about, and and
you're working
at home, working, streaming, watching the games, waking up early on my day off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like to the point where I was streaming 7 days a week. I practically was working all the time, really and truly. Like even though I wasn't uploading as much as I am now, obviously I was working a full-time job. But I'm like, you don't want to give up your personal, you don't want to give up the club, you don't want to give up your holidays. Like she could. Like that, say, I'm going on holiday tomorrow. I'm going away with my friend next week. Like I need to go. I can't do that. I have to organize everything. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing I don't understand with jealous people, because it's like you don't know what that person has to go through to maintain that or to get that. And if you could do it, if you was willing to do it, you're not willing to do it. So why do you envy it? Why do you envy something that you wouldn't? Because they only see the good side, the appearance. She sees that I was making more on my side hustle than she was, but I was putting in more. Do you know what I'm saying?
But surely when you've you've been living together for what? How long? Sorry.
Living together, it was almost going to be 5 years living together.
So she's had plenty of a sample size to see the hours that you put in then.
To other people, it was a facade. To other people, I'm so proud of him. I can't believe he can just say his opinion. He doesn't care about the comments. It's so impressive. But then you'd get those sly comments. And that's someone that I live with. This is the crazy thing. Like someone that's going to benefit off of this. For example, was going to the reason I was even thinking about Spain is because we had the conversation that she wasn't happy in England. I wasn't happy in England. She wanted to change, whatever. And I even said, we can go to Colombia because I can stream from anywhere. I said, the reason I wanted to get the channel to the point where she didn't necessarily need to work. And obviously the money exchange from here to there, we could live comfortable. She got her family there and everything else like that. But I'm the problem. I'm the problem. What are you doing to help us go there? Do you know what I'm saying? And live that. And it's the ungratefulness and the spitefulness within it is just like, I will never, ever build anything with a woman ever again. Ever again. I'm not investing anything. Like I can, maybe a relationship, maybe sometime in the future, whatever, but I will never invest with a woman because you never know where that person's going to change. And these days it's just like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she's seen
right
me
now,
streaming, so tired. I've laid down on the bed and I'm like, I'm knackered. Do you know what she'll say? You don't know what it's like living with a streamer like you. You speak too loud. Sometimes I can't sleep. And I'm like, do you know what? Yeah, that is a sacrifice because you can hear like me and I'm very loud and I know that I'm abrupt and stuff like that and I'm extremely loud and stuff like that. But it's like, that's a small thing to pay for the fact that we could go to Colombia and you're not going to be working anymore. Do you know what I mean? Is that worse than your job that you hate in the NHS that you want to get out of that you're saying is making you depressed? They don't see the bigger picture, bro. All they think is, I want all the benefits now and I want it now and I don't, you know what I mean? It's all bullshit, bro.
And the best things, you know, you need to go through some form of hardship, whether it's you putting in all the hours you put in or her with a little bit of interrupted sleep and whatnot has been going on. If something's worth having, you don't get it just like that easily. There has to be some level of sacrifice, some level of hardship that you go through. So you have to have it's a bit immature to not have an understanding of that. I get some, you know, we're all human and you can react in the moment and stuff like that, but you also need some reflection on these things as well afterwards and not to sort of repeat the behavior is kind of what I'm saying. And
this
to be
is
honest,
she won't like this. This is the thing. Come from nothing. Yeah, I'm saying come from nothing, worked hard to get her career in the NHS, worked hard to get a side hustle, paid for certain course to do a side hustle. Like, it's weird because it's like you wouldn't expect someone like that that's always been hard work and always been, you know what I mean? When we met, like always been like, I pay for a date, you pay for a date. Never been selfish. Like my mom needs something, she'll be there. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing about people, yeah? Unfortunately, sometimes it's not just women, it's people. Some people just change for the worst. It's just what it is in certain aspects. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's the age, why some women start becoming very selfish. But it becomes very about me. My time is running out. I need this. I need the kid. I need. And it's like, bro, do you know what? Yeah. Go fucking stress someone else out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that I just continued with the YouTube, even like in those situations, because ultimately that's what hurts her. That I leave and now and I don't wish this on her because she is a good person. She just needs to work on her shit. I've left now, and now she's like, fuck. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm losing the house. So you know, people that get to an age and think, I need to look like the Joneses, keep up with the Joneses. Now you lost the house, so you can't say you're a homeowner. You can get a flat, but that's fucked because really and truly, you got a freehold. The maintenance can go up. You know what I'm saying? Like a situation with a flat and a house is two different things, which is why I didn't go for a flat. Whatever. You can get a flat with your deposit. You can't get this house again. You can't do it by yourself. You can't. So if you want to, you're gonna have to find someone that has the deposit. Someone that even wants to use their money for that deposit. You need someone that speaks Spanish, someone that only likes Latin music, predominantly salsa, romantic salsa. You need someone that's not Latin, but almost is like a Latino. Somebody that's rich, someone that can make you not work, and someone that doesn't have a baby because you don't want someone that has a baby at this age. Shit's getting real now. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Do you know what I'm saying? Sound like someone wasn't valuing what they had. It's easy to talk. Replace that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy. And you don't want to be controlled just because the man has the money.
Facts. Northside, bro, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really need to go.
Oh, yeah. I think Staffy said he was going to go to bed about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah,
this is how these streams work, isn't it? It's like yesterday when Reece said he was going to bed to his dad. I thought, all right, that means there's at least another 2 hours to go, doesn't it? Like, whenever we say something whenever someone says something like that, there's another 2-3 hours of the stream left. Do you know? But big up, man. Good to see you again. Good to chat to you again.
Likewise, Rose. Really good to see you again. And also, thank you for having me on. It's an absolute pleasure, as always. As I said, again, if anyone wants to follow me on Instagram, it's just static__5. And again, like you said, I'm usually in the live chat on your channel. Northside if I can't join because of work or other commitments. But yeah, I do what I can. But listen, it's an absolute pleasure as always, Rob. Get well soon. We got the same mug, by the way. The giant mug.
Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic.
Yeah. Have a good night, boys.
Big up, Psych,
Get
man.
some
Good
sleep,
night, man.
bro. Get
See
some
you
sleep,
later.
bro.
Get some sleep, man.
You too, Rob.
Not long.
See you, everyone.
No, big up, bro.
Take care. Yeah.
Big up, man.
Love,
Man,
man.
do you know what? I was even going to go for a little walk around like Wood Green after you'd finished. So I was just like, Wood Green's so nice when there's no one around. It's like it's obviously a completely different place, a different kettle of fish. See it, Stag. I was just going to I was thinking, should I go for a walk? Should I not go for a walk? I thought, do you know what? Let me jump on, and then when we finish, I'll just have a little wander around because I come back from drum and bass raves quite a lot. Obviously, at one of my favorite memories this year, I went to XOYO. I don't know if you know XOYO. It's down in Old Street. So a club down in Old Street, really wicked club. And drum and bass night there, we left, me and my mate, about 6 a.m. and it was March the 5th. And you came out, and obviously Old Street area generally, it's hustle and bustle, really busy usually during the day and night as well. Yeah. But you came out, and there's not really anywhere near XOYO as well, so it's not like there's other people coming out of clubs or anything like that. So you come out, and there's just zero traffic. There's just not a soul around apart from me and my mate. And it's all kind of mysteriously misty as well, up against the skyscrapers and everything. And it's almost like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Blade Runner. It almost had a kind of Blade Runner quality to it, real sci-fi kind of cinematic atmosphere to it, kind of surreal. And bless my mate, he was going a different way, but he helped me find the bus stop. I would never have found that bus stop. It was the most hidden bus stop ever. And it was a surreal thing because I remember jumping on the bus finally, and the bus got shrouded in mist. And I swear to God, I looked down at my phone, and I must have looked at my phone for about between 5 and 10 minutes, and I hear next stop Turnpike Lane. I'm like, how the fuck did we? I was just a bit tipsy. I wasn't even that done in. Do you know what I mean? And it was kind of like, how did we just get from Old Street to Turnpike Lane in under 10 minutes in a bus? I swear the bus stopped at least once or twice as well. It was fucking crazy. It was just like, yeah, it was such a nice little atmosphere. It's just when when you live in London for so long and you experience the bustle of it and the busyness of it, those moments in the morning at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. when there's no one around can be quite memorable, be quite sort of soothing and really nice moments, man.
No, I hear that, man. I hear that. Yeah, man. Like I said, chat, man. This is why when I say my opinion, this is why I have my opinion, bro, on certain women's behaviors, bro. Because just get your stuff in order. So I'm saying, just get your stuff in order and don't over invest, man. Just don't over invest because things can change, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
There's a lot of pressure. I was just going to say, I think being a younger guy now as well, there's an even higher expectation on what you're supposed to achieve at a younger age, because I think with what social media can potentially offer you, as in being a YouTuber or something like this, and the kind of wealth you can create now online versus what I didn't have any of this 2000, 2003, this kind of time. I think that girls have even higher expectations now for guys. And whilst I think I would love to be 21, 22 again, trying to do things, trying to make it, I've got so many options and things and do things in tech that I'm interested in. I also feel like from a girl perspective, man, it must be a bit of even more of a nightmare. It's always been a nightmare, hasn't it? But even more of a nightmare now because they're expecting so much more from blokes at such a younger age. And then, especially when you're in your 30s and 40s, I mean, they're just waiting at the finish line. They're just waiting at the finish line for the winners. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
A lot of them these days, they just aren't interested in running the race with you. And that's not tarring. I just want to be clear as well. I'm not tarring all of them with that brush. I just think there's a way more nowadays that are like that.
Yeah.
And I speak to my mate at the gym who's like 25. He's a Man United fan. He's one of the few people who's actually like got a proper. Him and his mate have got a really good older head on their shoulders and think like us when it comes to football. But yeah, I was talking to him about like girl talk a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying to me he would have loved to have grown up in the 90s where there wasn't as much social media, or there wasn't any social media, and like you just used to meet women more sort of like naturally, I suppose, as you know, as opposed to doing like fucking Bumble or Tinder or stuff like this. And you didn't have such a high expectation on you to be like making six figures or something like that by the age of 23, 25. And I'm not knocking that if you can do that. I mean, I'm not, you know, it's a possible thing to do. But, you know, blokes, when I was 25, the blokes, like, you know, we didn't have that kind of pressure on us at all. So, man, it's wild. It's wild for the youngsters these days. You know what I mean?
No, I hear that, man. I hear that. I just, yeah, bro. I think it's bad for both, because I feel like maybe for women, there's a lot of men out there that don't want to commit. And I guess like it's so easy for men that just want to mess around to mess around. It definitely is easy to mess around these days. So I think it's hard for both, for the women that are good and the women that are genuine and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I don't know.
You can definitely still find them. They're definitely still out there. Like I said, that Turkish girl I was talking about before, I thought she was a bit of an egotistical one after she sends that message in the cab. But then as I got to know her a bit more, she turned out to be like proper chilled, sort of traditional. Do you know when you meet a girl and you just know they're going to be loyal? Do you know what I mean? Like you just know that they're not going to do anything. Like if you show that you're going to commit to them, they'll commit to you, and you just won't have to worry. So I just wasn't ready for a long-term thing at that point. But so they are out there. So I'm not trying to like say, you know, there's nobody out there, blah, blah, blah. But man, you know, just things are pretty peak these days. And I wonder where it's going to go in the next 10, 20 years. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy to think.
Yeah, I think it as well. Like I'm going to see obviously when I live in Spain, but I feel like it's more like worse in like America, England. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like in other countries a bit more chilled. Like girls in Portugal are not so materialistic like that. When I've been there and like my cousins have spoken to me and stuff like that, like they seem to be a bit more grounded. You know what I mean? Like from what I hear, you know what I mean, from Lee, like the girls in Spain as well, a little bit, they're more grounded, they're more approachable, they're more, do you know what I mean? I think here it's like I don't know, man. Like here and what I hear from America, it just seems to be like crazy. Like, do you know what I mean?
So
I don't know.
I've actually had a similar idea, to be honest with you. I've said even before I was like I knew you or Lee was watching any even football content at all. I had a plan to move to Sevilla, but kind of like Lee said on the stream yesterday, it gets so fucking hot, man. I'm from the snowy hills of North Yorkshire. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be dealing with 50 fucking degrees. Man, in August, I mean, like, I would need some serious aircon set up. But even then, you've got to go outside at points, haven't you? So, yeah, man, I don't know about that. But I think you know that my second team's Betis. I go over and I follow. Well, I haven't been for a few years actually, but since about 2013, I'd go over to Seville every year around April before it got too crazy with a couple of mates. We go watch a Betis game. If you're in Seville and you can catch a Betis game, I would well recommend it. It's like a sort of festival with a football match that happens for a bit, and then the festival continues. Like everyone's just pleasantly crazy there. I mean, and if you're an English Betico, oh my days, like they love you if you're English and a Betis fan, because you're very unusual. You don't really get, because English people, they'll support, you know, Real, Barca, you know, even Valencia, teams like this. But Real Betis, not really a favoured club by your random Englishmen. So yeah, it's just a great city, man. I need to go back there soon, actually, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'd love to do, at least even just get a Betis season ticket, €350, by the way. The Betis fourth highest in Europe for season ticket holders. I can't remember who. I think we're behind Real and Barca, and I can't remember what the other one is. But fourth highest in Europe for Betis, but partly to do with the price, obviously. but yeah, get a season ticket and just follow Betis around Spain and obviously at home and just like live in Seville for at least a year. But you could also, but the good thing about that is you avoid the hot months, obviously. So you move there in like September and then go through till May and then just piss off back to, you know, rainy England for the summer. So, or wherever. Because I'm kind of with you, to be honest, on your leaving England thing, especially when you start seeing shit like this digital ID crap that we've been seeing about today as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just, personally, I don't think it'll actually happen. But yeah. And like Melbourne's saying, Betis birds are nice. Yeah, Sevillan birds are nice. And like you kind of were saying there, yeah, the standards are, the expectations are a little bit different to in the UK and the USA. They're a bit more relaxed about things. And again, like, especially if you're an English guy, do you know what I mean? Like, because you're just a bit different, you're unusual. And anyway, where you've got that unusualness, like if you go to America, they love the accent. It's a similar kind of thing in Seville. They start to hear you talk and they're like English and they're like, oh. So yeah, man, it's the more I'm talking about this, more I'm thinking, why the fuck am I still sat here doing this? Do you know what I mean? I need to get my shit sorted and get over there.
Yeah, bro. Like it's just one of those things. I get it, innit? It's easy to want to leave, but then it's just about creating a decent, like a decent wage, or if you can, you know, get a job out somewhere else and then be like, let me try that for a while, innit? But
yeah, you speak Spanish, don't you? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So that's the thing. So I would need to sort of like, I need to learn that.
Yeah, but you can learn it. You could, that's, you know, that's something that you can learn bit by bit, especially if that's where you want to go. And if you like your profession, if you like what you do, you know what I mean, then, you know, you can always work in that while you're still doing all your other stuff. There's options in it. I think working online, I think anything that anyone does online, whether they're like my sister, she works as like, she can work from home, you know, like COVID, they didn't all that work from home and stuff. Obviously it gives her I told her, like, why are you staying in England? You know what I mean? Like, you can work from anywhere. You don't need to go into the office. You work from home most days anyway. Like, you can just, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just think, yeah, there's just so many options nowadays. And if you can, you know, if you can even go abroad just for a year and just try it out. I know with the NHS, I know my ex told me that you guys can do a sabbatical year, innit?
You could do a career break, yeah. You still obviously need to have the financial cap, you know, behind you to actually survive the break. So yeah, that's the thing. I would need to do some saving. But yeah, I mean, my two side hustles are going to be things that I can do independently online or you know, music production you don't do online, obviously, but you know, don't have to go somewhere to work. So the plan is basically get one or both of those to a level where I can quit my 9 to 5, and then I can start really thinking about, you know, at least doing Seville for a year and then maybe somewhere else. And yeah, because I've traveled a little bit, but not enough. I do need to sort of get that sorted whilst I'm still a relatively young man.
There you go, man. There you go. But yeah, loads of people that I know. I got a friend that lives in Dubai. I got another one now that is in France. I got another one that moved to Luxembourg. Like, so many people I know just like left the UK. Like, they left the UK, did what they got to do to make their money, and then just like, do you know what I mean? And they all seem happier. They all seem happier. All of them. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah. I know Jonas, the Chelsea fan as well, he lives now in Dubai. I know he moved to Dubai. I don't know. I don't ever see myself living in Dubai. I don't really want to go to Dubai. But yeah, he seems happy from what I've seen. So yeah, man.
The tax thing is the main attraction, isn't it? You know, like, you know, you don't pay any tax. As far as I'm aware, someone might correct me, but like, you don't pay any tax. I think. I don't know how that works if you're doing YouTube. So I'm not massively up on the ins and outs of it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I know a lot of people who have moved to Dubai are much happier. I say a lot, there's like 3 people. I know 3 people who moved to Dubai and from England and are way happier over there. I think, like you say, it's just anyone who goes pretty much anywhere other than England is like much happier. So yeah, I think especially if you live in London, like if you live somewhere, you can live in England still and have a sort of nice, I mean, how can I put this? Like, London has just become so busy and hustle and bustle, and you know, if you live in any city anywhere, you've got that kind of inner city pressure and all that kind of stuff. And as you get a bit older, you just kind of get a bit sick and tired of it.
Yeah, I think, I just, you start seeing it for what it is. I think here, the longer you're here, the longer you're like, you see it for what it is, and it's like, yeah, you know, it's, yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm comfortable here to an extent, innit? It's like your main job, you're comfortable to an extent. You know what I mean? The knowing your income and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's one of them ones. We will see. We will see. I will be live streaming every day when I'm there in Spain, so it's going to be a lot of content while I'm out in Spain, and I guess everyone can see my journey. And yeah, man, as long as people do what makes them happy. Life's too short, honestly. Life is too short.
Did you used to go Arsenal a lot? I can't really remember that coming up at all. Like, because I've never been like regular. I've never had a season ticket. I've got to the Emirates quite a few times. I got to Highbury, luckily, blessedly, for a few games. Saw Cesc Fabregas's debut actually. About 16, had like some mad mullet. And I think he ended up being like a 12-11 penalty shootout with Rotherham United, if I remember rightly. Yeah, 1-1 and then 12-1 or something, 12-11, something like that. But yeah, I feel lucky I got to Highbury because the Emirates is just, it's like I did a little mini stream on my channel on Saturday just about like how much I missed Highbury, because I got a little bit of a kind of like went on a bit of an emotional tip about it, because it's just like you think about the Emirates, you think about how much you go to Highbury and there'd just be like so much you could absorb the history of the place. It had so much character and charm about it, and then you go to the Emirates and it's just completely the fucking opposite, to be honest with you.
No, I never had a season ticket. I used to go to like FA Cup games mainly and stuff like that. Obviously, when I got old enough to go, we were rubbish, so it was like I don't really have an incentive to really want to go, especially not invest in a season ticket. So yeah, man, I just used to go to cup games mainly, and that was really...
Same here. I mean, I was I think the last game. Oh, would it be the last game or no? I think it was. I think Spurs. That Spurs game I mentioned was the last game I went to. So that's obviously a number of years ago. I kind of don't want to give the club my money at the moment anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I'm fairly happy. I mean, if you imagine like 2004 was the Invincibles. If you'd said, because we were I remember being in the 12 pins with a few mates celebrating that just by Finsbury Park. If you'd said to us at that point in time on that evening that you're not going to win another title for another 20 years plus, 22 years it's going to be now, or 21 years, like we would just be, what the fuck you on about? Someone would have probably sparked him out. It's just like, what the fuck? If you'd asked me, I'd have said, well, we'd probably win at least another 3-4 titles. We'll probably win a couple of Champions Leagues. I mean, probably 5-6 titles. You know, no one could have thought of what was about to happen. And I sometimes wonder if that Invincible season was a bit of a curse. I don't know.
It's true.
I'd have rather won the title properly and then gone on and won more titles. Do you know what I mean? Like not say properly, you know, normally, and then just won more titles instead of doing an Invincible and then not winning fucking anything for another 20 years.
I hear that, man. I hear that, bro. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone in the building. Where we're gonna redirect to? Anyone live? I can't see anyone.
Yeah, cheers for having me on, man. Big up to the chat.
No, big up, bro. Big up. We're gonna redirect to iShow Speed, Northside Raid on the way in. Everyone spam the chat to iShow Speed, Northside Raid on the way in, and we're out. Love.
Cheers, guys.